Levels Network. I'm Justin Horo, joined by the Triple AG Mason and the bro Lukey Stowe. Lukey came up with the idea last night to get our live reactions of the teams.
That's where we're in the big bucks, mate. That's fucking how. And I'm stunned, right? At like, you know, I don't really give a fuck about numbers and that, but like, I woke up and checked it this morning. I thought my eyes are going a little bit.
Are they deceiving you? Did you think they were deceiving you, Mace?
Yeah, it was like 700,000, like fucking on Instagram. I'm like, get lost. Now it fucking really did cleared up, and you were right. What the fuck? We only sat there and just went,
well,
up.
Remember you sent a video to the group chat of a guy reacting to a movie?
Yeah,
That's just people love reactions.
I know. I never wanted to be that guy.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy now.
Yeah,
You made us that guy.
I show Mace.
I show Mace.
Streaming.
I'm fucking neon.
Reactions.
I'm Neon's boy.
Hey, by the way, rugby league content creators, you're welcome. There's some easy likes and comments for you. I know you're all going to copy and paste.
Copy and paste it.
You're welcome. Levels Network, we always get in there first.
Yeah.
We create that sort of stuff, and
You
then
can have it.
you can follow us in.
You can have it.
Hey, by the way, if you want to see a live reaction for Willie Mason on game day, watching the game, that's as good as it gets. And you're able to comment and just interact with him in person. Come and see us at the Star on the Gold Coast. So the official start time will be 7 p.m. I'll get on stage. I'll ask Mace a bunch of stories about Origin, some experiences, what the players are we feeling without giving too much away before a decider, Mace.
It's massive. So I was only up there for game 2 last year, wasn't it?
Correct.
Wasn't really much going. You can't really break it down that much. Game 2, you sort of got one in the bag. Playing with house money a little bit mentality. This one, this is the mecca of rugby league. This is where you're at.
That's enough. That's plenty for you. Leave it to me now, all right? Yeah. We will then have some halftime entertainment. We'll have some prizes from the Star that they have provided for us for some Q&As. We'll have a quick Q&A. We'll go through, at halftime, we'll review both the first half and then at full time, the entirety of the game. We'll ask some questions. And then we'll just chill out together, have a few beverages, take a few photos, and just mix and mingle with the punter. So come and see us at the Star on the Gold Coast. If you're on the Gold Coast, you know what? In fact, if you're in Queensland,
just get there, mate.
If you're even if you're south of the border, you might even be down in Byron.
The sports bar is awesome there.
Drive up and come and see us. Grab a room, come and hang out with us, and let's enjoy the game. Yeah. All right, let's get to the decider. Let's get to the teams that were announced last night. You got our immediate reactions to the teams being named from Laurie Daly and the New South Wales Rugby League.
Sorry, can we give it a little bit of a, like, we got on at 7 o'clock, right? Thinking it was the live 7 o'clock.
5-2-7.
I was up in Newcastle. I'm like, fuck, I've got to get back for this, right? I was wasn't in a rush, but nearly rushed. Got home like up past 6. And I was like, okay, we'll get on at 7 o'clock. Everyone sort of settled down. Nothing. Fucking, we're staring at a live stream with the worst fucking music. Whoever controls that music, New South Wales Rugby League, change it. I think 3,000 people were on the same, what we were doing.
Is that like an automated YouTube music?
Must be. It's like being on the fucking line for the for NRMA or something.
Yeah.
Fucking, and that does my head in. Yeah. I'm done in 2 minutes.
How good is it now when you can say, hey, hang up if you want to leave
the
number and
they'll call you back. That's awesome. That's what
Laurie Daly's.
This is what Laurie should have done. Just hang up if you got something waiting, like dinner at 7 o'clock, and you're starving, you haven't eaten all day. Go back and eat it, and then come back. So we'll give it 10, or 10, 15, 20 minutes. 20 minutes, we give it. Nothing. Us three just talking shit. And I was just like, what's happening? And then there was maybe delays of like, could be pushed to 9 o'clock. And then you said, we'll get back on at what, 7:30?
Yeah.
And then the team got it announced. But it was a bit of a fuck around, wasn't it? Why? Just because?
Big changes?
Maybe because of Bostock?
I'm just trying to think. Anyone there carrying?
Nothing.
Anyone had an injury cloud over the weekend that I can? That
could have been Bradman in the last game, just to make sure that he came through all right.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, so at this, sorry, I'm trying to think. At this moment before he announces the teams, everyone in camp, everyone sort of is everyone in at the hotel doing medicals, all that sort of shit.
I would say Thursday, Friday, Saturday players, obviously not Sunday.
Okay, so
and maybe there was a phone call to Dylan Lucas.
It would
following
have
the
been,
game?
Yeah.
Do you think that could have been part of the delay?
You'd hope so. You'd hope there'd be phone calls to other people going, look, you're not selected, and then vice versa.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. So the teams were named. I'll read them out, and then we will discuss. I'll start us off, and then just get your opinion on all of them. All right, James Tedesco is at fullback, Jack Bostock and Mark Nwanga-Nituase on the wings, Bradman Best and Stephen Crichton in the centres, Mitch Moses, Nathan Cleary in the halves, Payne Haas, Mitchie Barnett and Reece Robson pack up the front of the scrum. And then at the back, Hudson Young, Liam Martin returns and Isaiah Yeo. On the bench, Cam Murray, Adam Fanua-Blake, Hamoli Olakuatu. Blake Brayley returns after missing game 2 with injury. And then the extended bench is Ethan Strange, Tolu Kola and Victor Radley. Let's start off with Bizza. This is by far the biggest omission from this team. We were shocked. You weren't totally surprised, Mace. You said that last night that you felt that this could be a chance. Even though you felt like it could be a chance, you still think it's the wrong decision?
Yeah. I mean, just say...
Without the shade for Bostock, obviously more so...
Like, imagine if Bizza had been picked in the team, no one's talking about anything, really. You're like, cool. Mole's back. Fucking maybe Vic somewhere deserves a spot in that 20.
Just quickly on Bizza. It's the first time I can remember in his career where I've ever felt like he has got consistent criticism over the space of like for 2 or 3 weeks at least.
Yeah, for nearly a month. Yeah. And it started from that first Origin. Yeah. And I don't think it helped these chances on the weekend. Just a couple of yardage carries with drop balls again. Yeah. Like he's just going through a little bit of a stage now where it's been some major drops. Right, and he prides himself on that safety of the ball, right? So he's playing some real shitty weather, but everyone plays in it, right? So they've looked at that, but I still would have overlooked the fact that he's the premier winger in the world. He's been playing outstanding for us, and I think he deserves to go out in a decider, right? Just say Jack Bostock's the future and all that sort of shit, yeah. But he deserves. That'd be me as a coach, right? I know Biz can do the job for me. Jack Bostock plays right side centre for the Dolphins. Hardly
this
any
year.
wing. Yeah, this year.
First 2 years, left
side wing. Right. He's a player, right? He's a future player.
Yeah.
No shade at Bostock at all. I think he's a rep player right now.
You feel the same way about Bostock as you did about Lucas, right?
Yeah.
You feel like there may be one more year away.
Feeling out of position and taking like a very important fucking role, mate. It's a big position. Wingers are not. I threw a bit of shade at it last time, but wingers is one of the hardest positions to play in the game now. He's going to be under the pump. They pick at him because he's got some height, right? Very safe, runs the ball tough. He's a future, 6-7 year at the rep level. Not yet.
Let me ask you this: take away Bizza getting dropped. If Bizza was injured, I actually love the matchup between him and Fafita, Jojo.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Like I love the stylistically. I don't hate the choice.
We just love Bizza. Everybody loves Bizza, right?
Yeah,
it's like you're like, oh man, I know he could give him one chance. Just give him the decider so he can just right all those wrongs. And I know as a player, and that's like just knowing what sort of character Bizza is. I know. I reckon if you had picked him, he would have probably nearly got man of the match. You know what I mean? He's one of those players that he knows like he's down a little bit, right? But they've made the choice. Laurie's made the choice. It stands with him, and hopefully Jack gets it done. I'm rooting for Jack. I love Biz. That's all we can really talk about, right? If Biz was in this team, I wouldn't have a fucking problem with anything apart from I don't like Victor with 20 on his back.
You want a Victor to stand?
Fucking, somewhere where he can be.
We'll work our way down to that.
Part of the game, but everything else, I think Teddy was under the pump as well. And I don't think Panthers players did themselves any favors on the weekend.
No, they did not. No,
I think if Dylan Edwards in the last 2 weeks had played lights out, he nearly gets the job. Nearly.
For sure, it would have been in contention.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. And so I think Teddy's well deserved. He's club level. I think one of these games is going to transfer into Origin, and I think it's game 3 where it's just full on balls to the wall, fitness levels off its head. James Tedesco. This will suit him down to a T-dry track, hopefully up there. All those things, and Teddy just comes back. Him and Laurie lifts the shield, fuck off. See you later.
We were discussing this last week, and there were chat of mass changes across the board to key positions. And I was of the opinion, if you were going to drop anyone in the spine, even though there were arguments for dropping Teddy, Mitch, even Nath,
yeah, everyone was under the pump.
Everyone was under the pump. Robson was the obvious one for a lot of people. I actually love that Laurie stuck with.
I love it too.
I love that he stuck with them. And how do I was going to say something that would have sounded harsh, but Mitch come out and backed him early in the week, right? With some comments that he made around people getting off Laurie's back.
Yeah.
Laurie's backed these 4 players and Yowie. You can chuck Yowie into that
Yoey's
conversation for sure. Chuck Yowie into that conversation. That will, all those guys that we've mentioned are champion players, have been champion players for a long time, have been questioned at this level at different points of their career. Maybe not as much Robson, who's just sort of,
He's only his 3rd year.
3rd year, still trying to find himself. But I think he gets their best effort.
You'd hope so. Because he has stuck, he's brought, we're going to get, he's brought Critter back, he's rewarded him back. He's rewarded Hamole back. That's how you get the group back. That's how you get the boys back into all right, fuck, he's made a few mistakes here and there. But we need to take accountability. Us as players, we need to fucking go out there. He's given us another chance. Now we can fucking get out there and right the wrongs. Yeah. That's the sort of mentality, right? If you're Critter, and even if you got Bostock was in camp last week, I'm playing now. It's real deal. It's happening. It's happening. Yeah. Robson, Cleary, Moses is fuck, I'm on eggshells too because Ethan's changed.
Just a quick one before we move off Bostock. This wasn't around when you were playing, having a 6-man bench, which Bostock was afforded that opportunity.
Yeah.
Game 2, with the injuries to Casey McLean, Nwanga Tuase goes in. Bostock comes into camp for about 3 or 4 days. Gets to sit on the bench and have the best seat in the house for an Origin game 2. Do you think
beautiful?
Do you think that'll help him in any way?
Be the best.
Yeah.
Imagine, he knows what it looks like. The warm up, it feels like he knows everything apart from running on the field, right? And it's be a different level of this one. It's going to be I'm fucking playing it, and this is where you want to. You don't want to be down in Melbourne going, oh fucking, I'm not playing here. You get everything else but the game.
Yep.
You get up to Suncorp. That's a different beast, that one. And you want to play in this, and hopefully Bostock just reaches those levels.
And here's another part. Does it help in any way that he plays at Suncorp a lot too when you get to Origin?
It has to. It would. It would. But the game 2 would help him more than anything.
Okay.
Because sometimes when I think my first game was just at Suncorp.
Your first ever NRL?
Yeah, I was just
your first Origin game?
I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
You're just shocked.
Yeah.
At the amount of hatred and just...
Would you have preferred that though?
Oh, yeah. It's a double-edged sword, right? You're like, okay, well, I don't know what it's about, but then you just get thrown straight in the deep end, sink or swim. Some can, some can't.
Yeah.
Right? And I think for some of these younger players developing, to be around the camps like the Izzy Katoas and that for a couple of years now, when they get to that moment, I don't think the moment's going to be too big for these younger men, right? And I think what they've been doing that for the last, I think, 10 years, Freddie started it, and just bringing them in and showing them. I sometimes wish, that would have been cool. And just to even know that you're in their thoughts, that you're, because to be an Origin player is special.
Yeah.
And to get thought of as an Origin player is special. So to even get brought into camp.
To be in conversation.
To be in a conversation is like, fuck, no way. They think of me like that?
Yeah.
I'm only 20, 21. Yeah. And this is why the development of these young men has happened. And a lot of these guys have been in that system, all of them, so.
Let's get to the centres. Both centres have been dropped. Tolu Kola to the extended bench as cover. He is great cover.
Yeah, great cover.
And Katoni Staggs gets dropped as well. So Stephen Crichton, I was asking the questions in and around. Was he dropped for game 2? He played every game.
Sure.
That doesn't matter anymore. He's back in the
You're
lineup.
back, son. You're back.
He'll be on his preferred right side position. He's been popping up everywhere for the Bulldogs. This year, left, right, 5'8".
Best 5'8" since Terry Lamb, I reckon.
But he's looking pretty good.
That's what they say.
But he was popping over, in terms of where he looks the most comfortable, at any level, it's right centre. So you'd assume that he'll be playing right centre because the other guy's Bradman Best.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. And I think it's his left shoulder that's a little bit buggered, or is he right? I'm trying to think. Who cares?
I couldn't say with confidence.
I think he's well and truly over it anyway. I think he's well and truly over it. And yeah, right side. He's a lockdown centre. Lockdown, skillful, boom, hits you with the right foot, hits you with the left palm, in and away. He's got flick pass in it. He's got the whole bag. He's got the whole trick bag. Bradman Best on the other side, proper left side centre.
Yeah.
If you ain't picking Latrell, you're picking Bradman Best. And when they're both at their best,
Bradman?
when they're both at their Bradman, you can't split them.
I'm just trying to remember. Did Bradman get two games under his belt, or just
he's
one?
got two. He's got two, and he's carved both of them up.
No one carved yesterday's game, but
no. No. Sorry, I thought you meant Origin. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, for the Knights. For the
fuck
Knights,
yeah. I think he got two.
He did. Yeah, he played against the
Origins that he's played. I thought you were like he hasn't carved.
No, definitely at Origin.
He has fucked them up.
No, I think he's 3 from 3.
He's an absolute.
I think he's played 3.
I think 2 or 3.
He's a decider specialist, isn't
but
he?
he's an absolute.
He's game 3 specialist.
Fucking absolute problem, Bradman Best.
Would that annoy you? Just be like,
fuck, don't come in. Just put it down. 1 and 2s. Wait, to stay in a whole series is hard.
That's a good question, right?
Yeah, it's a good question.
So you were Bradman Best. So the first game he played was it wasn't a decider. It was they were losing 2-0 and they had to stop the
Wasn't
run.
it Melbourne?
No, it was I called the game. I remember it. It was at a core stadium. Freddie was looking at a whitewash. And that's the game that he had Ivan in there, and he called Bradman Best was a big selection.
Oh, when they come in,
Keon Kalamatangi on the right.
Right.
Anyway, so Bradman Best, they stopped the clean sweep. He played awesome in that game, and then a year later he gets called in for game 3.
Melbourne.
Brisbane.
Broncos game.
Oh,
Suncorp game.
Is that before the Melbourne? Nah, yeah.
I'll get it.
Whatever. Who cares?
No, it's important. It's important.
It is?
While we talk
so he
about
comes into game 3s all the time. So he's a closer.
He's a closer.
He's a closer.
So
right?
here we go.
That's the mentality that he comes in. I reckon he comes
2
in.
appearances.
That's what I'm saying. 1 in Melbourne, 1 in Brisbane.
Not in Melbourne.
No,
definitely
that
not.
was Latrell's one.
Yeah.
So that was Latrell's one.
Latrell carved in Melbourne.
So 2023 to stop the clean sweep, they win. He plays really well in that game. 2 tries, they win 24-10.
Yeah.
Then he comes in for the decider only in 2024.
Yeah, Luai does that.
Has that breakaway with Luai down the left edge.
In front of us.
That pretty much wins the game from.
That's when
he scores a try. They win the game 14-4.
Is that when you lost your Bundy run?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's carrying on a treat too.
I heard. Grade 10 carry on.
Yeah, you were pumped that you went there and you were doing corporate stuff.
You were stuck with Lukey live.
2026, game 3. What would you rather? I've got a couple of hypotheticals throughout this episode. So, would you just say, right, you're Bradman Best, and you only play 3 games in your
career,
in your Origin career, but you go 3 from 3. 2 of those are deciders. They're all game 3s, or you play 20 plus Origins at 55% win rate.
No, you take 20.
Yeah, I'll take 20. But give Bradman. Just say Bradman plays like.
I like to win, baby.
If you said 12, maybe.
Just say give Bradman 10. Give Bradman 10 Origins. I reckon he'll end up with 10 Origins, and he wins at like 90%. Yeah, but they're all mostly game 3.
He's a game 3 specialist.
He's a game 3 specialist. I'd rather just be game 3 specialist, but I would rather I would because I've been involved in all series all the time, except for my first one because I was injured, and it was a game 3.
Your first game was a game 3.
First game was a game 3, right? And it was just like back then. It wasn't even. No one cared. It was we already won the series, so it was already done.
Okay, so that's a different version.
So it's a different
scenario.
Yeah,
different scenario.
And he,
you know what this is a reflection of though with Bradman Best? 2 things. I was thinking about this as you were talking. What does game 3 times in a row being called in for game 3? What does this represent in and around Bradman Best in New South Wales?
Him being, I don't know, like inconsistent.
No,
injuries.
I mean, inconsistent. Not him being inconsistent, like just the choosing of centers and injuries.
Inconsistencies come from injuries.
Yeah.
Like if Bradman Best plays 25 games a year, mate, I think he's like right up there. And it's probably Latrell number 1 first pick. But again, he's another player that's been injured. But Bradman Best would probably be the player out of all the centres that's in the conversations at the start of the year that would be applying pressure to the centre position if fully.
I think he's the best man at the job now. But compare him to Latrell. Latrell needs I reckon a month of really good footy under his belt, and then I'll throw him straight into Origin.
Yep.
But I couldn't just say if Trell played on the weekend, and he was out there. But he just didn't really have that impact of just say round fucking 2 to 8.
But what if he played against Parramatta and cleaned them up?
Oh yeah,
sweet.
Yeah. I think and that shows me what he's been doing off the field, and it shows a lot of things. So you can just tell Troy by his body shape how he's going, and that would be a hard choice. So and I love the fact I reckon Latrell could have probably pushed it against Parra, but he knows his body.
No, he's done the calf now, so it's
but he knows his body, and it's just.
I think he's a month. Latrell now. He aggravated again. He was just about to come back against Parra.
Back, man.
And re-aggravated.
It's all connected. That's what I'm trying to say. He knows his body, the back, the calf goes, hamstrings, everything's stressed.
Back to my last little point with Bradman Best. So that's number one. Number one is...
So injuries is number one.
Number one is injuries, which has led to inconsistency for the Newcastle Knights.
Yes.
And also not stringing game together. So therefore, you can't put together 5 to 6 week blocks heading into Origin, right? So and then he can just be, all right, we seriously have to consider him. And the other part is
winning.
Constant changes at New South Wales.
That's what I sort of meant under inconsistencies.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
like the selecting and all that and just chopping and changing. That's what I sort of meant.
Okay,
I was like,
perfect. Because that's my second point. And that's not a Bradman Best issue.
Yeah.
That's a New South Wales issue that they're constantly getting to game threes and having to go,
who can do the job?
Fuck everything else that we just thought about for games 1 and 2.
Where the fuck is Bradman Best?
Let's go Bradman. Bradman, it's sort of a reflection of that.
It's just like you just ring up Titsy and go, is Bradman fit? We need him for game 3. Yeah. That's Justin Holbrook, everyone. I love the selection because when he's on, I've been watching him since he was a youngster, man. I remember watching him play, I think under 18s or 19s as a young little junior up there, Newcastle, just fucking being like that. Yeah. Imagine dealing with that at 18. And I think 17, 18, then he hit the first grade. Didn't take him long. He's a gun, absolute gun.
So he'll be a fun watch in game 3. All right, we talked about the spine sticking solid. Is there anything else you would like to add with the Mitch Moses?
Critter.
Critter. I think Critter's
just like, I'm back. Fuck it. This is my spot. This is it. I'm back. I'm not injured. I'm fully fit.
As in decisions, unless I have thrown it out there, but with no confidence. I don't know what conversations were had between staff, the Bulldogs, and Laurie. Yeah, but
that was confusing.
If this is just Critter, they deem Critter as fully healthy now, able to do all the training, and then that's the reason he's back in. And it's obviously at the expense of Katoni Staggs, who hasn't had a great series.
Brisbane's losing.
Brisbane's haven't been playing well, so that one I don't think will get much pushback.
No pushback at all. I think Critter's just the leadership that he showed. I'll just flip back to the Bulldogs, right? Just for a little bit, how he got injured and toughed it out for the last 6 weeks, right?
Yep.
And that hurts your character, and it hurts people start saying some shit against Critter, but they don't realise what he's done to get the club back. And we won 4 from 5, right? And we're fucking on 18 points. We could make a little bit of a run because of his decision to fuck his body up, right? Just because he hasn't been playing lights out like he has for the last 3 or 4 years. But his leadership and what he's done to get the Bulldogs back on track, nearly by him fucking self.
I think the reps at 6 might have helped.
Yeah, everything, mate.
But just because he's been but
his presence.
I was going to say this, and that was going to sound disrespectful as well. But he hasn't been playing in a dinner suit, but he's been by far. You said this, their best organisational player, right?
It's this, mate.
So therefore, he's been a little bit more sort of stand and deliver, and therefore
turn yonder.
Therefore preserving his body a little bit more than probably he would have, where getting him for yardage carries, taking scoots,
jamming in,
taking +1s and +2s out.
Mate, they're big runs
for sure.
Play 1s and 2s. You get. What do you think your shoulder's doing? Getting jammed up all the time. They're tough runs, mate. You got to be a tough man to be back 5 now. It is no joke. Everyone's trying to line up on you. So I think what he's done to get his job back,
and the defensive side of things too. when you're at 3-man, so when you're defending at the 5'8" position or the half position, you're more of a decision maker rather than having to make one-on-one reaching tackles as well, which could have helped him as well.
They're just running into you pretty much if you stay in the lane. He's strong enough, right?
Yep.
And I just think...
And no one wants to run at him. He's not a spot.
No. He's not a spot. And that's where I love when we'll break that right side down. You got Cleary, then you got the dog of all dogs, Liam Martin. And then you got Critter.
Yeah.
So that's a fucking right side. Then you got the fucking Marky Mark, no one going to Tuasa.
All right, let's get to it then. 7 and 6. Mitch was probably...
Sorry, do you have a problem with Marky Mark getting there?
No way. He was close to your best.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
I fucking love him.
Yeah.
Your best.
I know Selwyn scored 3 tries, but I can't remember one that I thought was his fault. Like they just got stripped for numbers, and he was constantly in 2-on-1s.
The kick over for money. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Fucking. I love the halves. I mean, I thought Moses was under the pump, big time. I thought Moses was going to lose his spot. This is faith. This is the faith that you want from your coach.
Yep.
This is the loyalty that I expect from the coaches. Like, this is what they get. This is what Queensland get. They come into that jersey. That's why they go, all right. I've been playing that good didn't play that good in game 2. I still get a chance for game 3 to redeem myself. Mitch Moses is a game 3 specialist as well. Right? He's nailed it.
Because it feels
just that one moment fits out in my fucking head.
Well,
A couple of years ago when at Suncorp when he just nailed it for us.
So I was going to back you up
a few
on it,
times.
Mate.
Yeah.
So he's played. I think he's played both those games with Bradman Best as well. So he's got a great record.
Yeah, because it was Moses Luai in the halves for that game where they won.
Yep.
And then,
do you think that obviously they'd think about those combinations, wouldn't they? You got to because Ethan Strange is a proper dog. Right, but he's not slick like Moses.
So have a look at this, Mace, to back up your point. Right, game 3 was 2021. He got given a shot. It was the last game. It was when they were on that run,
broken rib, wasn't it?
And then he toughed
everyone
it out.
bagged him.
And then that's
right.
when he proved himself. Right.
I loved him after that.
Yeah.
He was out for the rest of the season, basically. Then he did his bicep in the next series.
Love him.
Game 2, they lose his first game in 23. He was part of that same game 3 game where to avoid the clean sweep with Bradman Best. They get the job done 24-10. And then he played in 2024. They won both those games. Games 2, game 3, gets the job done without Nathan because he had to play halfback after Nathan got injured early on in that series.
And it was the back end of the game where he did his bicep that year? Or was that 25?
That was another time. Yeah, that was another time. He didn't get injured in game...
No,
he might have.
But he made a cover tackle and he did his arm. He came off at like 78 minutes and he was out for the season.
Yeah.
Came back, made
the game 3.
That was that. That was the
It was
decider.
the game 3 at the decider after he scored the mad try and everything like that. And then...
That's right. He came on the right.
Fucked Paris season up.
And then he played game 1 of...
I remember because you were fucking, he done his bicep. I was like, wow, we won.
He played game 1 of last year. That was the only game they won, obviously, and then they lost the other 2. Yep. And then after the team lost last week, everyone was just fucking, he has to go, but Laurie stuck with him.
I'm glad they've stuck with that. Cleary, like, what can we say about Cleary that we haven't already said? This is his time.
Yep.
This is it. I don't give a fuck about game 1 and 2. You nail this game.
Agreed.
That's it.
Agreed.
That's all people care about.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all we care about. We don't care about game 2. Where was that? We'll be talking about this last year. Who cares? We lost it, but we end up winning the series. Nave carved up. But he needs everyone else's help, man. Come on. Moses needs his best game, right? Like his 4-man needs his best game. Like his edge, like Liam Martin needs to be like fucking playing like a dog. Critter needs to be playing like that. Mark Newingham needs to ask. He's like him himself. Just run the show, son. Just do it. But it takes a whole team. You can't just put it on your back like they.
I sort of do.
Yeah, but like I just want to see his intentions of doing that. I don't want to see you just playing.
It's weird. Like it's a weird way to put it. Like
so hard. Yeah.
You need to see the game unfold for you to predict the way that he has to play in those moments. But basically, the easiest way of putting it is he has to be the best on field when it matters. Whether that's a low-scoring game, whether they pump him, whatever it may be, whatever style and whatever sort of situations that the game
Yeah, if it's a slugfest, if it's a flogging for us, if we're flogging them, you know what I mean? Like we're in these different predicaments.
Exactly.
If it's a kicking game, you win the kicking game, right? If it's possession, we dominate possession. If it's field position, we dominate field position. If all these little things, right, that are all the analytics, he needs to lead them all.
Here's one thing that, like, I reckon he could go into the game with a mindset. Like, everyone talks constantly about attack. Naif's a fucking 6'1", 6'2",
big boy,
95 kilo. He should fucking bash the left edge, whoever it is. Get into Kurt Capewell, get into Hammer. Anytime, like, everything else offensively will flow for him. But if he has the mentality early on in this game, because he's big enough and fucking just to go after him.
He barely misses tackles and he missed 10.
Exactly, right.
That's where he'd be more filthy at.
He's got to set the tone defensively.
People need to be on their asses.
Yeah. Payne Haas, Mitch Barnett, Reece Robson, same front big three from the front three.
I love the way they started. I'm still the Cam Murray, like you got to see it, right? In the first two games, it ain't fucking working. Right? That starting team's not working. The starting pack, you know, you just put Yowie up, put Cam Murray in there, like just fucking tinker with it just a little bit. Just one change. I'm not asking for no. This ain't just me like saying this stuff. Like it's like Yoey's played his best Origins when he's come off the bench.
Yep.
Right, and he's played in the middle, and I mean he plays in the middle all the time, but as front row, different mentality. Doesn't give a shit about the block plays. Doesn't care. Right. He makes Cleary, because Cleary doesn't really have that relationship with Cam Murray as good as it is with Isaiah Yeo. So Cleary just frees Cleary off, and he can just play how he wants to play.
Yeah,
that's coaching.
Yeah, a lot of people think your way. I'm okay with Isaiah starting,
but I'm sorry, no disrespect there. He fucking just needs to play better as well. I'm okay with that, but I don't know. You need to pull the pass away sometimes, mate. Just fucking run straight through him. 6'4", 100, it'd be about 110. Yeah. Quick, good leg speed.
Remember we talked about this after game 2, because you were talking about the block and that, and then we looked at it, and then he had only four more receipts than he actually had runs.
It looked like he just...
So it's like it's getting to the point, and then this is where it's quite common. You're not the only one. People talk about it all the time. Because they're not getting the results, people were assuming that that's happening, where like the stats don't back it up.
We have 3 locks on at the same time in the fucking field who play similar, right?
Yeah. So that's what I think's happening, right? So when Cam's coming on, he's the one that is distributing actually more.
Yep.
And Yoey's pushing up to the front.
And Yoey's always pushing up, so it looks like he's always in the play at that. Because I rewatched the game, I'm like, you need fuck all blocks, right? Because Cam Murray comes on and he demands that shape all the time.
Yeah.
You need that shape sometimes, right? When you're going to have a shift.
Or they share it between themselves, and then because it looks like that, people maybe just assume that it's just Yoey every time, where it's a mix and match between Yoey and Cam take turns of doing it.
Yeah, and that's why, I mean, I love Victor Radley, I love Cam Murray, and I love Isaiah Yeo. I don't think they all fit in the same, on the field at the same time. And they've been sharing the field a fair bit in the first 2 games, and it looks like we're just doing the same shit, right? Do you know what I mean? Like I'm looking at it, this just looks pretty easy to defend. Instead of just jamming it straight down their fucking throat. Like Payne Haas didn't make 100 meters last time. It's the first time fucking in years.
Going to the bench, Cam Murray, 14. I guess the 2 biggest ones, Brayley gets the spot. After missing game 2 with the broken arm. He got 1 game in for the Sharks last week before they had the bye. And Molly onto the bench.
I don't mind that. I don't mind Blake Brayley. I was just like, okay, Robson, take the heat. Do your thing. Blake Brayley, he's a runner. Speed the fucking ruck up. When Harry Grant, when we started, you know, this is how, in a perfect world, right? We dominate the game at the start. Payne Haas generates quick play the balls. Mitch Barnett, we start making some inroads around the middle. And then you get adding on Cam Murray on, Blake Brayley on, bang, another one. You just start rolling through the ruck. Hopefully scatter them a couple of times, add Fanua Blake, fucking then Blake Brayley straight through. Do you know what I mean? Like Harry Grant was doing that, and he plays fucking 80 minutes. Yeah. Right? And he did that, boom, boom, boom. That was in the 60th minute. Fuck, he's fit. He's a freak. Best 9 in the game, in the world, actually. Blake Brayley needs to, he needs to go, I might have 30 minutes in me. That's what time I'm going to get, right? Because Robson could play a full 40 and then an extra 10 or something like that. It needs to be fucking lights out. snapping blokes, hitting with your shoulder. When you tend to do an arm injury, right?
Yep.
What do you start doing? You start hitting with your shoulder more. There's no arm tap because you're trying to protect that.
Yep,
so
that's fair.
Your technique gets better. So just say he's got very good technique anyway, Blake.
Yeah.
Apart from that fucking one when he hit who did he hit? Fucking was it Sabi? Wasn't it when he broke his arm? Skinny fucking just bang, yeah. It was Sabi.
Was it Sabi? It was definitely against the Manly game.
It was Sabi. Yeah, he just touched him.
Yeah.
And like
big dangly
just
rangy
real,
thing.
it was Sabi.
correct.
And I remember that watching that thing is like just long, right? And then
he's awkward to tackle.
He'll sharpen his he'll sharpen his feet up. He'll shorten them. Yeah, he'll shorten his feet up and he'll get under, some of those players for the fucking Maroons.
Can I throw an early prediction at you?
Mm-hmm.
I think the Hamoli Olakuatu selection is smoke and mirrors looking at the bench.
What does he do? What do you don't?
I think.
Oh.
Look at the bench.
Well,
It reeks of Cam Murray, and if they want to have a big body, it's going to be between Adam Fanua-Blake and Olakuatu.
What's come on?
Because I think you've got to play Brayley and Strange, don't you?
Yeah.
After watching game 2, all the criticism around Robson was he needed a spell, they needed to get Appy on. So if it gets to a similar point in the game, you'd like to think, because Brayley went so well in that final 30 minutes in game 1, that Brayley will come on.
Yep.
I don't know how you have Ethan Strange on the bench and don't play him. He can't just be in the team for cover. No. So therefore, there's two players trying to fit into one. Yeah, Cole is there purely for cover, for outside back cover. It's going to be between Olakuatu and Adam Fanua-Blake. And I think in my heart of hearts, plan A, everything goes to plan. There's no significant injuries. The bench is Cam Murray, Adam Fanua-Blake, Blake Brayley, and Ethan Strange. And Hamoli Olakuatu only enters the game if Hudson Young or Liam Martin go down early.
Or if Liam, if Liam Martin needs a rest, or you know what I mean? Like just say if you're going to go half and half.
Okay, so then Adam Fanua-Blake doesn't get on. Do you agree with me on Brayley and Strange?
That's going to be fucked. No, I get it. I don't want Ethan Strange to be on
and not play.
Just to be there.
They have to have a plan for Strange.
He was our second best. I think he was our best player in the first.
If they do not have a game, if they do not have a plan A for Ethan Strange to play a role in this game, then I think it's a huge waste.
And you can't waste Fanua-Blake because Hamole is he's a right side back row.
Unless the only scenario with Strange is the way that Billy did it with Walshy in game 2. And that was, I think there would have been a plan to inject Walshy if it required it. And then as the game went on and Queensland was so dominant in the second half, all right, let's go. We're okay. The X factor off the bench is not required. We don't require Walshy. Let's save him. Let's not give away our plan for game 3 with Walshy. Can you start
Hamole?
No, not over anyone in that lineup.
Not over. It's either Liam Martin or Hamole. That's it.
Yes, and there's no way. You don't name Liam Martin with the experience that he's got and then go, guess what? We're going to start you off the bench. Yeah. Thoughts? Yeah, it's got you thinking, hey.
Fuck, you just think where else do you play him? Like the only way is to have Liam Martin go, all right, just go out as hard as you can.
One more scenario. The other scenario is Adam misses out completely and you play Hamoli up front, or you bring Hamoli onto the right edge and you push Liam Martin up into the front row.
Yeah, that's what I think can happen.
Okay.
You can't. Yeah, because he's not going anywhere but right side back row. And I know Liam Martin can play anywhere. He can play in the middle. He can play left. He can just be on the fucking field, Liam Martin.
He can play all five out of 6 positions. But probably just you can't play him at hooker. That's the only position on the forward pack you can't play Liam Martin.
Unless you fucking really wanted him to. You know what I mean? Like we had no one else.
Yeah.
But I think that's the plan. That's what I was thinking anyway. I was just like, well, Liam Martin, just go to lock, play in the middle, get Hamole on there. That's what I was thinking they were going to do with him when a couple of years ago. But they didn't, did they? They put him in the middle and fucked him. Under Madge down in Melbourne. Fucking running around, remember?
No. That was it was game 1 at a call when Swali got sent off. That's why it looked so bad in that game, remember?
But then remember down in Melbourne.
He come on the edge. They pushed Liam Martin into the middle and they gave him a spell and then he then Queensland got a bit of momentum down that edge, and then Madge pulled him after about 15.
Was that at Acor?
That was it was at
the Melbourne one.
So the Accor game was when Swali got
that was game one. Then
and
game
he was
two
in the
down.
washing machine. They put him in the middle for that game.
Yeah.
And he come off the bench and he was gassed.
And 2, he got hooked.
And then it was actually Perth. It wasn't
Was it Perth?
It was
no, it was
Perth.
Melbourne.
Is it when we were in Perth in the wet?
potentially.
No, I remember sitting behind. We were sitting behind the fucking goalpost.
That's Melbourne.
Yeah, that was
We
Melbourne.
dominated that game.
Yeah, but
Hamole
Queensland went
still-
on a little run.
But Hamole was
Queensland
fucking-
went
he
on a
got
little
taken,
run in
then
the
he
second
wasn't
half.
picked in game 3.
Yes,
Yeah.
Queensland went on a little run. Yeah,
Go
but
check.
it must have been
Check
Melbourne.
it.
But
It was
Queensland
Melbourne.
went on a little run, right? And
Yeah.
they scored it. They made a couple of breaks, a couple of they actually scored a try. New South
Yeah.
Wales still ended up winning comfortably. Madge pulled him.
Yes.
Put Liam Martin back
That's
on.
what I'm saying. I'm like, that's like he was.
Yeah, but not the middle. That's what I'm saying.
But he, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, let's get to the Queensland team.
I've just put that in. Have you seen?
Yep. Let's get to the squad here. What about Sally getting front and centre for the Dev, can you see it there? There's a good picture there.
Beautiful.
All right, so they've Billy has named the squad here in alphabetical order. So the two big ends are Paddy Carrigan
Hey.
and Jeremiah Nanai, and it will be at the expense of I cannot see Kulikefu Fene Fuliaki, and I cannot see.
They've dropped Lindsay Collins. He had a HIA in the weekend.
Sorry.
And,
Fuck
He's-
off, Lindsay. He's in career best form.
He wasn't dropped. He
no, he's not
HIA.
dropped.
picked up a HIA from the
and Hylam Lukey is gone.
He's been going good, Lindsay. He's been. I reckon one of the form props of the game.
You know us. He's got a spot there.
Thank fuck he's out.
The bra.
Have a rest.
The bra.
Oh, the bra's in.
Yeah, the bra's in. I think
Shit.
I saw a predicted lineup, and the bra will be 20th man as cover. So no, our man Lukey, Helam Lukey, Fene Fuliaki, and Lindsay Collins.
Billy's speaking
They've
now.
got a stronger squad, don't they?
Let me see.
That's probably their strongest team.
Are we doing another React squared?
Do you want to try?
Yeah, go on. Let's listen to Billy.
I'll see if he's on KO weeks.
That's their strongest side.
I think it's
3 games.
a stronger side
I
than
think it's the strongest
game 2.
side.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Especially with Carrigan
Yeah.
What channel would that be on? That'd be on Fox.
and Nanai. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of those two
Now
players are better
is
than.
a fucking problem. No
Yeah, he'll be
modes,
live
no.
shortly. So do you want to cut to it at this point?
Yeah, why not? Do a little reaction. Just
Queensland's
listen to a couple of minutes
I
of
think
him.
Queensland's will react like fucking New South Wales, but
It's still
no,
it's
I'm
still
like
interesting.
just. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Queensland, fucking will win anyway.
Queensland fans, I don't know if there's much really to talk about with that. The core of the
There's not
team will
much
be
to
the
talk
same.
about. I don't think.
I think in the predicted lineups, both Jeremiah and Paddy Carrigan were on the bench. It didn't affect Britain.
I don't think it's
in the
anything
starting
to, like,
spot.
what we, it's a fucking soap opera in New South Wales.
Yeah,
It's like watching Days of Our Lives.
yeah. So
Streaming
all
into.
we'll do is
It
for
was
the
like,
Queensland
it's like
team.
streaming into Bold and the Beautiful.
We'll
We'll watch it if there's anything worth chatting about
Yeah,
from what he says.
That's
Yeah.
what- we want to watch it anyway because it's like watching Billy.
Yeah.
What
so-
about I was reading the live blog. Paddy Carrigan, Brisbane had ruled him out to round 20, and he's made a miraculous recovery.
Fuck, eh?
say that again.
They ruled him out to round 20.
Brisbane
and
had
he's
ruled
back.
him out to round 20, and he's back for Origin this week.
It's a big call. And Billy and Paddy would have had deep conversations.
He's had ankle surgery.
Sorry, okay. Yeah, so you're saying that, are you alluding to that Queensland have rushed him back? Or
Yeah, well, he's just back early,
No,
which
yeah,
is
he rushed him
miraculous.
back. I just
That's
think he's
quite common to have, it's players these days, you might have
4 to 6.
The time frames are always a 3-week window, right? Best case scenario all the way to the worst.
His whole mindset. Oh shit!
Oh.
His whole mindset would have been what? Game 3 Origin. That's when he knows he's coming back. So have a look where he's back now.
It is their best lineup.
It looks
Yeah.
like they may cut. As soon as they cut, I'll unmute myself.
All right, let's get to some vlog replies from our vlog from last week. So Lukey did an awesome job on this. Where are we at now? Let's have a look. Let me get that up. I always like to have a look at the little numbers to see where we're at. 48K.
Fuck.
Oh, we're back. Tell you what.
Get the fitty, eh?
Yeah, let's get to Fitty. We'll get to Fitty easy. How did Papua New Guinea one go?
22.
22, that needs to... I thought that would be higher.
Oh yeah.
Lance.
Same.
All right, let's go. Vlog replies. This one comes from True Blue. It's time for a second New Zealand NRL team. Christchurch, it's the obvious choice. Canterbury and the South Island would throw huge support behind it. The region consistently produces top players and has a deep grassroots rugby league community ready to step up. Christchurch is a highly livable city with excellent lifestyle appeal, and it's only 3.5-hour flight from Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, making it easy to attract marquee signings and maintain strong links with Australian clubs. A Christchurch NRL team would boost the sport nationally, create more pathways for local talent, and bring a new level of excitement to fans across the South Island. Let's go.
Yeah, love it. Couldn't agree more.
Love it. I guess a couple of, the pushback that we've got from Warriors fans, and it is a credit to the owner, Mark Robinson, who developed, and this is correct. I've had Warriors fans reach out with some of the stuff around the pathways.
Have they been whinging?
Not whinging, no. Just the concerns.
Okay.
The concerns is the best way of putting it, is that they've only just developed this strong pathway system through Mark Robinson, the owner, taking his own money and put in like $5 million into a pathway system in Auckland and in New Zealand to develop these players, which we're starting to see now with Webby, right? That's awesome. That's just because I don't want to diminish that in any way.
That's awesome.
But, it's awesome from the Mark Robinson, the team there at the Warriors. But in saying that, the pathways for South Island, it's great that the Warriors are producing Christchurch talent. We've got two representatives of that in Tanner Stoll-Smith and Mackay Tafua. There's also a number of players like Jordan Ricky and Jermaine Asako that are Christchurch products, right? So my thing is, and they talk about the lack of pathways in Christchurch, there needs to be a genuine path to first grade for you to develop that, right? So the first thing is, do you have the funds? Do you have the appetite for rugby league in the South Island? I think they do. There is a proposal. Andrew Abdo was over there. So there is an appetite. There is a proposal. The funds, we will see.
Yep.
Therefore, you've got a whole nursery of the South Island to tap into that have always been renowned for elite rugby union talent. So that's
elite talent.
A talent.
Yeah. Just right. A lot of, Dan Carter could play league, could play union, just talent with rugby.
Yes.
Doesn't matter that oval ball, they can just swing it around.
So
it's the pathways is so important, right? And I think the difference between and the NRL come over there and they want to check all these numbers. How many participants you got in the lower levels, reserve grade, or their local comp? How many young kids are playing? Blah blah blah. Yep. So you got to tick amount all the time. That's what Perth had to go through. For a while. So I think they would tick it quite easily. Again,
I don't want to throw any strays at Perth, but I think the foundation of the hunger for and a talent that you could get from Christchurch in comparison to Perth is going to be chalk and cheese. I think it's going to be so much quicker to develop talent from Christchurch, from the South Island, than it is. It's going to be. It's not to say that it's impossible for Perth. It's just going to be
nowhere near as easy.
Yeah,
because they play.
Correct.
Like rugby's massive there. Yep. Rugby league's big there. Like it's
easier to transition rugby union talent to league than it is AFL kids to. That's going to be a harder transition for them over there. This one comes from Viral Whoosh. Thanks, lads. Epic video. I appreciate love. Scope obviously gives to New Zealand, but I really appreciate it from Big Willie as well. He was a player. A lot of Kiwis love to hate during his career, but fuck, he's a good bloke.
Thanks, mate.
Quite common, and that is the ultimate, as we said with Shawnee, right? Backhanded compliment that you get all the time. This one comes from Cuddly Bark. Far out. OG is so entertaining and great to learn from. He could honestly do a separate fitness channel, and it would be popular. It's pretty niche and probably won't happen, but as a gym goer, it'd be great to watch Hoz and Mace do some fitness content once in a blue moon or love. So Luke was recording that stuff that we did in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're giving me tips on the activating the glutes. Do you have any ambitions of becoming an influencer in the in the gym scene?
None.
I train influencer.
There's no chance once I said influencer.
Yeah, I train with at E-Lab with the great Trent Langlands and Mark Mitchell, and they're a lot of movement, a lot of what's it called? Like mobility, flexibility, strength, power, all that kind of stuff. It's all important, especially when we get into our 40s.
For sure it is. Like the attention to detail that I get by training with you, I think is some of the best information I get. And sometimes I take it back when I do other training by myself as well, right? And you know that. But it would be, I was saying this the other day, I shot some content with Fletch trying food at a fish and chip shop. Yeah. And it's such a niche market. To see Fletch doing something like that was so niche, and my views on that video went crazy.
Yeah.
You would get a similar response. You're 6'5", 6'6", doing technique in the gym, but not what people would expect. People would expect you to be throwing weights around.
No.
And if you come on and you're doing like slow control movement,
that's what I'm
people
about.
would just go, fuck, how good's this?
I think they do that when I'm at the gym anyway. Like, how's he doing that?
Yeah.
But like, that E-Lab training is the best thing I've done since. I've always trained with Trent Langlands, and Mark Mitchell. They've always been ahead of the curve, right? So these guys are backed by a fair bit of science, fair bit of technique. They're all physios and all that kind of stuff. So it's there's a lot to take in. And we have these conversations. Like we have coffee, just talk about movement. We're all about movement.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to golf, all that kind of stuff. That's how I picked. Like if I went and tried to practice golf, it was just more movement, wasn't it?
Yes.
Now I can hit a ball straight. Weird. Wow.
Weird. This got a little bit. It was probably the most topical reply that we got, and I guess the majority of the pushback was around the fairness around the teams that have to travel, which is understandable. And that's why I don't think it'll ever happen. Geographically, I don't think we suit divisions, even though I love the idea of it and I love building rivalries. But Trent Harvey wrote, the divisions are a bit too much. I would rather see conferences. Yeah, so just going back to that bit before I got the phone call there, he would be open to conferences of 10, right? That could probably make more sense. Yeah, it probably makes more sense. And there are people that, think that copying US sports is what we're trying to do. Yes and no. Like, just because the Americans do something in sports doesn't mean that we over in Australia don't have to go like, you can also take ideas that work and vice versa, right?
Because it works.
Like if you see something that works in the US, don't just push back on it just for the sake of, that's what the Yanks do and we don't do that. Yeah. I do think the conferences could work because then you could probably even it out geographically, which would then make sense. And then at least create rivalries between two conferences rather than the 4-division model that probably doesn't.
Yeah, I don't mind the 210.
Yeah.
And then top 4s go up.
Yeah.
Or top 5s, who knows?
Mace, this episode of the Levels Network podcast is brought to you by our partners at Mongrel Boots. They are proudly Australian-made and owned since 1930. Mongrel Boots is a family-owned business backed by 5 generations of experience specialising in boots for the Aussie worker. I've got this one, a comment here from Gaz Pere. It's a good one, and it's got me thinking. It had me thinking, and I want to discuss it with you and talk about the potential head coach for New South Wales next year, if it is in fact true that Laurie wants to step down regardless of the result. Yeah. Right? Like I want to clarify that. Boys, I really hope you can shed some light on it and tell me something I'm missing. With all the Origin coach talk, I've thought that Des would be a great shout for Origin coach. He has an eye for detail and cues when it comes to players' weaknesses and strengths. I imagine him up at 3 a.m. rewatching Magic round games to confirm his selections. And I think his intense style, similar to Madge's, can get the best out of elite players in short camps. He also has the IQ and experience to handle any pressure or scrutiny the media and public could throw at him through the campaign. He's currently out in the rugby league wild, so he has no ties or commitments to any club and can fully commit to a job. Last of all, he's got that dog in him. Shout out to Mongrel Boots. They're the best there is. So it's a great little message and comment to add a potential candidate to the New South Wales coaching credentials. And the part that I love the most around the Des shout is the mongrel that Des would have in him.
Des is like, he's slept on and he has not been like, he hasn't been in the he's a pretty quiet character anyway. He's not going to be sitting on. He ain't the sort of coach that wants to be on 360. He doesn't want to go on the Fox Sports like Flano and all these guys to stay a little bit relevant and to be in that because they still love coaching. Des just went, fuck it, I'm sacked. I'll go chill out for a little bit. But you're talking about a bloke who's fucking a legend of the game, coaching and playing.
So
he's fucking done it all.
There were a couple of people that wrote this comment. We discussed it briefly yesterday with Jimmy Smith, but I already had this ready to roll. So I wanted to deep dive into it with you.
Yeah.
He's a premiership winning coach.
Look at his,
right? He ticks that box. Madge ticked that box. He has
two time.
Two time. He has no issues with mind games, playing the media, and guess what? He would not fear Billy Slater. Not to say that Laurie or Freddie did. I think by the time they got into the coaching roles or where they're at in their life, it's just they've just got a different mentality. They played like absolute dogs as players, but as coaches, they took a different.
Yeah, they're in their 50s, man.
They just took a different path to coaching, right? Whereas Des, he would embrace that. He would. I think he would take joy.
Totally forgotten about
he would
Des.
take. I think Des would take joy in trying to throw Billy off his game, right? Which I think the New South Wales coach needs to do. Zero agendas.
Yeah.
Right? He will pick his team, Des, and I don't think Des would take the job unless whoever was employing him at New South Wales Rugby League and assistant coaches, similar to what I said about Billy, if Des was the coach, it would fucking be Des's team. And guess what? Not everyone would be guaranteed a spot.
No.
It wouldn't be, all right, you've played for New South Wales in the past. I think it would be a genuine clean slate. He would make strong decisions like Madge did. Like go back to the Jakey captain.
He's got more credibility than Madge because he's played. Because he's played Origin.
And he's got that.
And he's played, and he's played for Australia. He's won 2 premierships.
Yep.
He's coached for ages. Like he's been involved with Origin. When my first Origin series, he was assistant coach. And then he got the job in 2004 and then just went with that with Manly.
Okay.
So, that's
super quirky too. Like
Yeah. I like Des.
Yeah.
And if you'd love to see Des just fucking maybe just come out and say, yeah, I'll coach. But he just hasn't.
Well, no one's really thrown his...
No one's thrown his name in there.
Why?
Probably scared.
Yeah.
I reckon
I've got 2 reasons for you. You couldn't control Des.
No.
Which is why Des should be a genuine candidate. Like no one from the New South Wales Rugby League, I don't think, and no ex-coaches.
No one could influence him.
No ex-players could influence Des. So therefore, that's why no one is throwing his name in. And the other reason is because of those reasons, like Des hasn't, like he's unsettled people over the years, and he's always done his own things.
Des is Des.
So he doesn't really have that. He doesn't really have a clique, and inside the media, as you know, Nath,
none.
It's important to have people that are in the media that can push your.
Even I spoke to Madge before his thing, and he's like, make sure I want to get all the old boys behind it all and everything. Like he was very open with all that kind of stuff. Like Madge did that, wanted to get on top of a lot of the media stuff so we can just push that fucking let's go Madge fucking train.
Can I just jump in quickly with that?
And he won.
But I remember with this, mates, the difference is what I'm saying now with Des, and just slight little change there. Madge had already been given the job, right? He was already in the job. Once he was given the job, he felt like it was important to have the rest of the old boys behind him. So and because Des is that sort of character and that personality, out of sight, out of mind, I think he loves that too. I think he just loves being going off into the abyss once he goes on these little breaks. And
he needs that, I think, because it's just, obviously it's a stressful lifestyle. Everyone, I think he makes it look easy. He's been doing this for 20 years. 20 plus years.
Remember
he's been sacked, he's been hired, he's been sacked, he's been gone, he gets bought back. Do
you remember our favourite part about him getting the job at the Gold Coast Titans originally was that no one saw it coming. Yeah. Like it felt like it was a conversation between the higher ups at the Titans. Now it didn't work out, but I'm not going to go back on that. I love that happened. It was like a quick death for Holbrook, right? He got the punt within 24 hours or less. Des was named, or it was like Holbrook's done, Des is in. So there was like this handshake agreement that was organised between Des and the Gold Coast Titans to get this done, no fanfare, no carry on, and then I'm in, rather than it be a rumour. So therefore, it probably requires a comment on a podcast from Graz Pereira, which could be
people just because people I totally forgot about Des Hasler.
It could be Desi's burner account. I don't know.
And what and what Des could bring to New South Wales.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
And
it's what you mentioned with his relationship with the media. He don't care. Doesn't care.
I think not only
anybody.
would he not care, he would embrace it.
Yeah, he just cares about the players that he's picked and the culture that he's going to build.
Playing at Manly too, you can speak to this, right? Like you're 1 year there, you know that there's a difference between the way that everyone at Manly feels about Melbourne. There's another little piece of the rivalry that I think Desi would really enjoy.
The fact that he's played Origin in the 90s, he was one of the tough guys, mate. He played in that era. It was
for
fucking
sure.
Crazy.
We appreciate that definitely. Definitely.
I don't think obviously the Gen Zs and that wouldn't even think that Des played. Played for Australia, played for New South Wales, won premierships.
Yeah.
Like he's a dog.
12 Origins, 12 Aussie.
Yeah, mate. He was a premiership winner. Like as a coach and as a player.
And he's got that bit of Origin cunt about him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yes. That's a swear word. It's a
we've already donated.
Yeah. Let's donate another $1.
I'll remind the audience that too.
Yeah. So for the swear jar update that we had, we didn't get the counter, but for sure we're over. By the way we were trending, it was going to be over $5,000. So
50,
congratulations to everyone involved. Charlie, Jammer, and the team at the buy round. How many? Do you know how much they raised in the end?
109,000.
I think it was like 190,000.
190,000. Yeah, well, that was by the time you'd messaged.
Yeah, it went up the wall because Jai was on in the evening.
Yeah, they had Jai come on. They had Mark Burris come on after you text them. So yeah, congratulations to everyone involved, and we played our little part. We loved being a part of it for a couple of hours, and we donated 5,000 from the swear jar because. For sure. Well, maybe that would have just ticked it over 4,999
That's
before
a big
leaking.
word, though. Speaking of Mongrel Birds, I was up at Les's, right?
Yep.
Always go up there, try and disconnect from all the shit that's happening in Sydney. Obviously, there's a lot going on with everything that we do. So he's got 32 acres up there, place called Eagleton. Rang Phil from Mongrel Boots because we go up there and we just split wood, chop trees down, just get back into our... Because when we were younger, that's all we used to do. Was because we lived in Toronto West, go up there, chop trees down, just as young kids and all that sort of shit. So go up there, take a boy up there, take family, just go up there. And they sent me a couple of like steel cap boots and shit like that. And I said, would you put some on socials? I was like, fuck, I don't know. So I got Les to take a few photos with the Mongrel Boots, just fucking chopping trees down.
So Les did everything, and then you took a picture holding the axe for one shot. And then
I reckon that's what everyone thinks. I reckon it'd be me fucking, you're not even swinging that axe, mate. Hey, I can split wood. Don't worry about that. But,
hey, quickly take a picture of your old man.
Quick. Oh, fuck yeah. No, it's good. And the young boys and that just watch us do all that kind of stuff. So
that's
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
Must be cool to do stuff with Arch like that.
No, it is, man. You see, just go chop a tree down. As a kid, who doesn't want to see a tree getting fucking belted down? Seriously, that's what, like when we were younger, like chop a tree and just sit there going, I used to watch Les, my old brothers, chop fucking trees down with an axe. And just, it was fun. And it's like we're like two kids again, but with chainsaws and Mongrel Boots on.
Shout out to Mongrel Boots.
Yeah, so I appreciate Mongrel Boots. Yeah.
All right, if you're looking to get a pair of mongrels, head to mongrelboots.com.au to find your favourite boot and local retailer. Remember, let us know in the comments how good Mongrel Boots are for you for a chance to win a pair monthly. So we broke down the tunnel ball with Cody Walker.
Sorry, did I get it? I got a clean round, didn't I? I did.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
I fluked a fucking clean round. I was just laughing yesterday. I said to Les, so I think if St. George win, I mean, if Canberra win and Knights, which I think they will, so I think I might be able to fluke this one.
A couple of the biggest one is obviously the Cowboys, which we'll get to in a little bit. That was the
hardest one.
That was the hardest one for sure. Yeah, but full round. We'll start off with the breaking down of Cody Walker, and we discussed all the 4 or 5 options that the tunnel ball presents. And the shape was it was there, like it was available for him, but no, option 1.
What did we say when you over chase?
Yeah. Option
See you
runs.
later.
Run
He
first.
was still skinnier. He was still skinnier. Like,
Even
and
at
they,
36.
And they, because they were so petrified about his ball playing skills.
Yes.
Like that's the gap he's going for, mate. You keep going. He was skinnier because I'm not sure who was there right for.
Kelma.
Was it Kelma? Yeah, he kept over. You know, he needs to be on his inside hip.
Well, no.
And
So
then Moses was,
it was
like,
Mitch.
Moses was really.
So Mitch got caught slipping twice, right? It's a combination of Mitch and Kelma. But this is, if you've not been in that position, for everything that we threw at you in that podcast, and by the way, Cody was filthy that we were giving away his tricks on. He commented.
They've got to stop it first, Cody.
First, you got to stop it. When you got that many options, it's that hard to stop. And Mitch is thinking about all those other 4 options that we talked about.
Yeah.
Now he's got to be better on the second occasion. He can't get done the second time, but you sort of get a pass for the first time. But he's an elite player.
Elite ball, of the NRL level, he's the best ball player ever.
He's the closest to Cliffy that we've had.
He's Cliffy 2.0 with a lot better defense, like coming at him. Right, Cliffy was like
Different era.
well above different eras and everything like. But like everyone knows what the options are.
Yeah,
you just got to try and shut him down with Cody, and he's that first one. That's the first option. It's his last option at 36 is to run.
You're right.
He's like,
You're right.
fucking, can you fucking
5 years ago was his first option.
Mistake? Yeah, 5 years ago he wants to run. Now he's like, come on, mate. I want to pull a hamstring trying to skin you. But he got him.
At that stream that we were talking about, the cheese was there all the way till 7:30 in the morning. So by the time he would have arrived, so 7:50 game,
About 11:30.
he would have got around 11:30. And he toughed it out for 8 hours.
What a human.
Good human.
I'm so proud of, especially guys like that who's had a few dramas and a few little problems off the field and questioned. Is the cheese back? Can he still play? He's a fucking gun. And then he goes out. He's tough, mate. As we said like fuck you. I would have loved to play with Cheese if he was in our pack. Like fuck, he just personifies how like a fucking bulldog would play.
For sure he does.
Jesus Christ.
He's perfect in a Wayne system for a number of reasons. Wayne knows how to use him. Like, Cheese is not an 80-minute hooker.
Sorry, I forgot how thick he is.
Yeah.
When he got up and walked away. No wonder they can't hit you.
Mate, he bashes people.
It's a nugget.
He said in the stream too that he's a proper mudlark. Now, a mudlark is horses that do better in the wet than they do. So he's still got that punt. There's a little bit of punting still mixed in there with Cheese.
I didn't know what he said. You did. You were straight on. I was just thinking blokes who love playing in the mud.
Yeah.
Because when he got Yongi, who's got mad footwork, and he didn't even Yongi couldn't shake him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he was out of the line and he couldn't shake him. And Yongi, you're talking about mad footwork. But he beeline and he kept him on his inside and just fucking pumped him twice. And I was like, oh wow, he was relentless. And his energy is the one that got him home. Him, and then the icing on the cake was Cody Walker. But his energy at the start, how he was hitting, the intensity that he was going at, fucking really raised the bar.
I'll tell you what, there's another guy out there that I thought was excellent as well. And I've got him in the Dylan Lucas tier, right? Yeah. He's so close. Now, Dylan Lucas got an opportunity game too. But I think probably Dylan Lucas was a year away. Again, similar to Bradman Best and Knights, just constantly been injured and not stringing, 10 to 12 games together consistently early in his career. Duncan's the opposite. Duncan's been a victim of his versatility. Because everyone else in South has been getting injured, Wayne said it himself. When he first got there, he was a middle. And then he thought, all right, this kid's probably better on the edge. This is in the juniors coming through as a middle. He goes, he's probably a better edge back rower.
Was he a lock?
A lock.
Yeah, he was one,
A lock. But he's an edge back rower, but because they keep getting injured in the centres and they've had so many outside backs that go down, like Latrell, Jack Whiten, Campbell Graham, Isaiah Tass, Tyrone Munro.
Yeah, jeez.
Think about the players that they've, for different reasons, they're out.
He just gets caught on that right side centre, hardest fucking place to defend.
And, mate, the one-on-one tackle that he had on Sean Russell was top shelf.
Yeah.
And then he scores two. The only downer for his whole game is on his second try, they had that young Dane Jennings who come off the bench and he could have sort of set him up for a rookie for a try on debut. But aside from that, Tallis Duncan, iron sharpens iron. We love him.
Yeah, I like him. He's like, I see him and Dylan Lucas like being representative players in the back row for a while for New South Wales in Australia.
Yep. They should have a decent enough battle when Angus and Liam Martin, I think, are fully done.
Yeah.
Applying pressure to Homole and Hudson.
Yeah.
Those should be the two guys.
Homole's, he's 26, 27.
Yeah, exactly right.
Like he's in his peak now. Like
Well, Homole's
late.
Homole's sort of been playing good enough footy to be in the conversation, like you said before, without being, no, Liam's still the guy, right? And now Homole's no longer in the conversation. It's like, who are we going to go? Who are we going to go?
Yeah.
I've got Duncan, Tallis Duncan just there on the right side, and I've got Dylan Lucas just there on the left side, just applying pressure.
Give him 2 or 3 years.
Yep.
And, Duncan, he'll put on more weight and get bigger and more, a lot more physical.
So strong, mate.
Strong. He's already strong.
So strong.
As I say, he's a little shocky what now. He's got that dog in him too.
Another person who's just starting to get into his best work, but it's too late for Origin, but Keon's starting to get going again too. He injured his knee. I remember it.
Busted him home.
In the Bulldogs game, which felt like round 5 or 6 because I called that game.
Yeah.
And he's been hobbling ever since. He's played most games. I think he's only missed one.
It was Anzac Day.
Might have been, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Was it an Easter game?
Easter Monday.
Was it Easter Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it was all the way back then. And he's been hobbling around and doing his best, but...
he's back.
Yep.
The late footwork's back. That post-contact meters are back. That's when you know Keon's back.
Mitch Moses. Now, I wrote this down before selection, so I was unsure whether he was going to be picked. I got a question for you. He looked distracted, right?
Looked frustrated, man.
Looked frustrated. He has looked frustrated playing for the Parramatta Eels. In fact, the Parramatta Eels have been a funny watch this year. When he's not in the team, I think the expectations are lower.
Yeah.
And they play a different, because they're not expected to perform as good when he's not there. They're
playing with house money.
They get it. They're playing with house money, and they get into these sort of gritty affairs. And the opposition that they're playing get frustrated because they're like, we're looking at the lineup going,
"We fucked off, yeah."
They're missing stars, and they haven't backed away. Whereas once Mitch is out there, they become genuine chances to win games, and he's just struggling with that a little bit at the moment.
I also
think
he's busted too. I
injury,
he's nowhere near full fit
for sure. And when you're playing in a campaign and you're going through a series, and you've lost a game at Origin and your form's not great at the club level, how much does that affect you? Your mentality.
It's got to be questioning him because he would have been going, "Fuck, I could be not in the game in game 3." And that's got to affect you. And I've got a team that we're not going to win this game. I'm probably going to play shit, and they'll blame me. So a lot of these things come through your head because it stops with him, right? They go. Everyone knows if Mitch Moses has a gun game, they nearly win. When he's off, they get pumped, right? Especially when he's on the field, right? When he's not playing at all, they don't get pumped. So it's a weird one.
The expectation for him to be perfect.
Yes, and that's what we'd be thinking. He's like, but the other guys aren't on my sort of level of playing. They're young, they're inexperienced. Like when Kitione tried to kick a 40-20 that time, right? And it went dead. You see him there. If he could kill someone right there, would have been about 3 of them. Like, why you go short side? You just got to go right. Just like things like for his brain to go, why would you do that? Not Kitione to kick it, but to go left anyway.
Yeah.
When the space is on the right, someone would have fallen over. That would have done his head in because his footy IQ and everything and the game was still in the balance end.
Yeah.
If they'd have scored, then they can go on a little bit of a run. So that would have just went, someone's going to get it. And I think, he gave some people some choice words. But, it'd be hard for him.
I think he starts off games. He seems to be in a good headspace in the start of games. And this has been a theme probably for the last 18 months when he's played for Parramatta. And then as the game unravels, if they don't stay in the contest or if, a couple of these players that are learning to become consistent first graders come up with a few errors that
he starts
to lose faith. And it's understandable. He just with the lack of sort of senior players like his big man, Junior Bolo, not playing at the moment.
Is he injured?
He's injured, yeah.
He had a knee clean out during the bye, so he's just coming back from that.
But Mitch is in a place where you just say if you're a forward, if I'm in this position, Doesn't phase you at all. You do your business. Get out there, you play as hard as you can. I don't have to kick. I don't have to like set up plays. I just control the middle, hit as hard as I can, run as hard as I can. Easy work, right? I control that. And when other people have to be on board and have your six needs to be on board, your fullback, everything, your spine needs to be on the same page. When that's not happening, geez, you got to have a level head. It's hard. And it's hard for Mitchie because he's a fiery little fucker. Same guys, you have a look at Joey back in the day, mate. When he was playing those teams in Newcastle. Yeah, fucking Jesus. Mitch Moses is, everyone's going, oh, geez, he's harsh on fucking please. Yeah. Mate, go play with some of those other guys, mate. You'll get a mouthful.
Joey was
for a while.
At the end of Joey's career at the Knights, they were going through a tough period.
Yeah, 2007. We fucking.
Did you watch the clip where he was talking about how him and Bedsy used to spray Bedsy all the time about just putting the ball here, and they just do overs and extras about
Joey,
all the different points on the field, and this is where I want it.
So yeah, exactly. And if it wasn't here, like here, and if it wouldn't catch it. Like but Bedsy goes, that's how harsh he was. So then Bedsy, because he was a natural half coming through, it was never a 9. So coming through showing schoolboys, Bedsy was a 7. So from here, that's fine, but from the ground, it's different, right? Bedsy ended up being one of the best deliverers of all time because of Joey. Reps. Because Joey would be like, he'd be starting, like just say play the balls here, he'd be starting just say 10 metres deep, but then sprinting onto the ball with a double decoy through there, and he'd have to hit him nearly on a tunnel ball or something like that. Here, left to right, fucking all the time. And we watch those guys move in those beautiful little sort of eras that they had early 2000s when they were fucking on.
That sort of play doesn't exist anymore.
Nah, like Bedsy cut 30-metre ball. And guys like Harry Grant, they got that.
No. That sort of player demanding that from your teammates, that player doesn't exist anymore.
That should be, but I reckon it could happen still.
You couldn't do it? No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
Because the players, it was a make or break for Bedsy, right? Bedsy turned into one of the greatest 9s of all time. I've heard stories because, I've heard ex-players talk about it. He broke the back rowers with that mentality about them not doing their job. They all shipped off.
Yeah.
Like those were the high standards that Joey kept. It reminds me of the way that people revered Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Like when you hear people talking about Michael Jordan. And how
he demanded a lot.
If you didn't if you didn't get him the ball in the right spots, or if you didn't do your job, you were gone.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about the work ethic of a Danny Badiris and to have a 7 there that demanded that excellence from you, that can still happen. That can still happen. Just the practices. Let's just say if you had Nico Hines and Brayley, like just be constantly moving. This is where I want the ball here. And Brayley could do that because he throws lasers.
Yeah,
I think Jerome Hughes and Harry Grant are on that page.
This is the part that doesn't exist. You need an alpha personality to tell someone we're going to do reps. Imagine if Nico Hines was fucking catching balls to the point with Bedsy. This is why I love it though, mates. This is what makes Joey great. And this is highlighting how this generation, they're not soft. It's not the best way of putting it. But imagine if Nico Hines is standing there from Brayley and he puts it out in front and he just goes, I'm not catching that. Throw me another one.
Yeah.
Like, the players wouldn't know how to deal with that.
It's sensitive.
It's too sensitive.
Yeah, you're too sensitive. It's like you're overthinking it. I just want you to be fucked. Just pass better, man.
On the phone to your manager.
Or Brayley would go, fucking Hines is a lemon to everyone else in the team. Sorry, Nico Hines and Brayley.
No. Mate.
This is just like an example.
Or equally, is it the opposite? Moses, he doesn't know whether to do that with Talon or Riley.
He would love to do that with Talon.
That's what I mean.
And he did that to Talon, right?
He should do that with Talon.
Thank you for bringing this up because this is more what I was eventually getting to with my point. Remember when he sprayed Talon for not fucking hitting him? And there were people that were blowing up on the outside at fucking Mitch. No.
Shut up.
Talon should have fucking passed him the ball. Yeah. And this is not to say that Talon can't handle or whatever, but it's the society that we live in. When I saw that, I was going, yes.
Fucking
rip into that fucking.
I loved it.
That'll bring out the best in Talon. Whereas there was like a 50-50 split from the public and comment section.
Soft.
Exactly. There we go.
Society
That's
is
what
soft.
I'm trying to get to.
But I think a fucking guy like Mitch Moses should be going, hey, Talon, we're going to do a shitload of reps and we're going to do it from every single angle and this and that. And I think Talon would be going, fuck yeah. I want to get better.
Fucking oath.
I want to get better because I don't want to get fucking sprayed on
By
national
you.
TV again.
Yeah.
Fucking because of my lack of a skill set, right? And these nines, that's your number one skill set. You need to be throwing laser beams to these guys. It's a difference between getting them on the outside, and it's so important to nines, mate.
Make or break.
So like, if you're a young nine, if you can throw lasers like fucking 15, 20 meters left to right, right to left. So I see in the pathways now, I'm like, you're nine. Fucking stop playing now.
There's a team if you watch on the weekends that have got it right in the last
Dolphins?
Ever since Jeremy Marshall King and
know.
Kurt Donahue, I know I talk about Kurt Donahue
No,
much.
but it's Marshall King. Lasers.
No, it's Marshall King and Donahue, right? So Marshall King wasn't playing at the start of the year, big tick, but Donahue playing back through the middle with a different version of it, but it's the quick turn up out the back. It's hitting Cody.
The arse ups are coming back, like the guys get like a long ball, just say from the 9, and then the 7 just staying tucked.
Yeah.
And then you just bring in there and then just flicking out the back.
They're dumbing
we used to
the
call it like an arse up. It was a basic sort of move, but it's coming back just to create that extra man. And then the fan shape comes out.
Nice little tangent there before we get to the Bulldogs.
We talk about Rossi
Jason Rolls.
Oh yeah,
in the like a movie.
He saved the lady at the burning car.
Yeah. How crazy is that?
Fuck yeah, Rosie. I love Jason Rolls. It's hard to watch me. It's hard to watch him in these depressors because I know he's not that guy.
Did you
have
see
you been
this
watching
one?
Depressors? Have you?
Were you because of you?
Did you see this one though, where he said we wouldn't beat a park footy side at the
Yeah,
moment?
so I watched it on the way in. Yeah. So
You
I've
look
been
dejected.
watching Depressors, and I love Rosie because he's like, he'd be great on a podcast, Rosie, because he's a big fucking funny human. And I think this is what coaching does, and this is why I've been very apprehensive of like digging my heels right in. The other side, it just feels like it's so much stress. Like it looks great. As Ivan Cleary looks stressed sometimes, and he's won 4 premierships. And I'm like, I want to be happy.
Ivan
I want to be happy.
Ivan said 13 words in his presser after the Cowboys.
great.
13 words.
13.
Words. It was a 90-second presser. Nath spoke for the 80 seconds of it, basically. And then Ivan just pretty much gave one word, short answers.
Did you see just before Origin, the Eels did like a throwback to Rolls in Origin highlight, and they put it there for all the players to watch because they never, like a lot of them had never seen him play.
Yeah, Rosie was the dude, man.
And he's doing the offload. Like,
Mate, he had the mad crane.
Rosie was fucking.
I know he's a guy. He's one of my favourites.
Was like me, Rosie played. We went on a couple of Kangaroo tours, played a lot of Origin together. That's the Jason Rolls I know. We went to Mexico together. Fuck, you know what I mean? I'm not bringing that shit up.
All right,
but
let's
from
go.
23, 24, 25, 20, like we were like playing all against each other or like with each other. It was like fucking.
It was a good era at Dragon vs. Dogs.
Yeah, that's the Rosie I want to remember. I look at him, he's fucking grey haired, stressed out. Great coach. Future coach. I love him.
He's handling himself. I think he's
He
handling
does,
himself
mate.
perfect. Like I love the press.
He's very honest too.
The reason I don't, I would bring it up if I thought there was stuff that where he's not, in my opinion, he's not saying the right things. I think he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
And congratulations to him and everyone who helped that lady out of that burning car. That would have been fucking super scary.
Yeah, because
when a car's in flames.
Fucking oath.
Oh fuck.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Anything. You don't know. We're not all like. We watch a lot of movies when cars just go boom with one match, but like, shit, it does blow up.
Yeah.
Fucking well done, Rosie. You're a legend.
All right, let's get to the Bulldogs 30 defeating the Titans 12.
Dangerous game.
Yeah. It was a dangerous
For
game.
us, like,
and it was there to be, and the Titans, their immaturity, which we'll get to in a little bit, let them down.
Yep.
Nanai put it a different way, trying to look after his playing group. We'll talk about the Titans in a bit.
Yep.
Can Critter take, this is my take on Critter. Can he take some credit for his performance, please?
No, he never does. He's too humble.
I'm sick of the credit for the boys.
Yeah, the credit for the boys, mate.
So last week, right? He kicks the game-winning field goal.
Credit to the boys, bud.
Sloppy old game. They asked him about the field goal. He goes, full credit to Milky for the pass. Like he got me the right pass at the right time. And then this time in the presser after the game, 3 try assists, controlled the game perfectly. And they asked him about his game and he goes, oh, no, full credit to the middles. They laid a real good platform for me and gave me opportunities in good ball. Yeah. Critter, we know you're the perfect human, right?
We know
we know you're. Is it preacher's son?
Imagine he come out and just goes, "Yeah, there's not a fucking chance they win without me."
Is he a preacher's son, Critter?
No, I don't know.
I feel like he's
raised right, but
his old man is a member of the church, a high member of the church.
Yeah.
Can you find out? Is it a minister? Is that what they call
He'd
it?
be a minister, maybe,
minister
yeah.
of the church, potentially?
Well, yeah.
Anyway, we know you're a good human. We know you're a great teammate. We know you. Just sometimes just go.
Pastor.
Yeah, okay.
Church in Rudy Hill.
There we
apparently.
go.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, he's so humble. Sometimes it's like you don't even have to say, "Yeah, I'm the fucking man."
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. But you can. I don't know. You can every now and again. He can just take a bit of credit for like big moments that he's icing over the last couple of weeks. And as you said, mate's been playing busted for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
for pretty much the whole season.
Yeah,
and
you cannot fault his leadership.
Geez, they're ugly wins, but fuck it. They in golf they say you don't draw pictures on the scorecard, and you don't draw them on the ladder at the end of the year. All that matters is 4 from 5.
4 from 5 at the moment,
That's what
and
you
we're heading in the right direction. Do we have the bye this week?
Yes,
I think so.
Yes.
So then it puts us on 20, depending on results. Like we're tapping at the top 8, right? We're in that little bit of a
it's a log jam from 2 all the way down.
I was trying to look for a fucking log jam from 3 to 12.
2.
Yeah, okay,
They're all on the
2.
same
Okay,
points now.
sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a gritty win because the Titans scared the shit out of me because they've rolled up and just dusted some big teams. They've beaten Penrith. You know what I mean? Like they have that in them, and I was like, it was up there as well, and I was like, oh, this game fucking. It scares me. It scares me but it was raining, right? And it sort of suited us a little bit because it took the Keanu Kinneys and the Campbells out. But fucking little Sammy had a crack.
Yep.
He was good.
Yep.
Their forwards, Tino didn't play, did he?
Yeah, Tino played.
Tino did play?
Yeah.
Our boys took care of him. Max King, thought, great. Leo Thompson, great.
The 2 biggest plays for the Bulldogs in the back-to-back weeks have been the try savers. I talked about Harry Hayes last week. This week it was an Ari Tuala. Yeah. That's the Bulldogs of 24-25.
Been good.
Like when you watch Bulldogs games, I didn't walk away from Bulldogs games in 2024 and 2025 and going, they're an offensive juggernaut.
Yeah.
No one can stop them offensively. They were scrappy. They found a way to win games. They sort of beat teams on a counter sort of mentality, like defend and counter. That's sort of what
cross
you guys
kicks,
have done.
Tap backs, effort plays. Yeah. And now, we scored some really good tries. Curran 2 tries, hit some good holes there. Max King, he didn't know what was happening. The Red Sea just departed, right? He's just like, is that it?
Parted?
Parted?
Yeah, parted ways.
Yeah,
parted. Sea parted.
Yeah, and he didn't know what to do. Bang.
He's a religious man. It's like, is it Moses that parted the sea?
Yeah, Moses parted the sea, yeah. And he just went, boom, try time on his 150.
You can tell we're not religious if we've got this wrong.
No, I know. I'm just trying to think of it parted.
Yeah.
No, but it didn't. Part. What's happening?
Can you just accept when you can?
When he's so focused on his Parramatta. He's just missed all the Bulldogs chat. Just not even dialed in.
Fuck you.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Yeah, Max King. I thought he was outstanding.
Yeah.
150 games. Well done, big man.
Did you see him and his old man celebrating in the sheds after, doing the dance moves?
Is that his old man?
That's his old man.
Oh, fuck. I was wondering who that was.
So, you know what? They need a bit of that energy.
Yeah.
I told you at the start of the year. I'm not taking this back. It was an unhappy place. I could feel the energy, and I've said this a number of times. I've been down on the field. I've seen teams that have lost games that have got different energy, and Ciro made some huge decisions at the start of the year. I don't know if you'd love to have them back. Now some of those have looked like they've come to fruition as well with some of the changes. Critter to 6, Matty Burton to centres, Bronson Cherry not playing, then he comes on off the bench. Like, there's been some swapping and changing. The difference is you're just able to, for the mood of the playing group to just be lightened with a couple of wins. And also, you mentioned Max King. I thought him and Leo Thompson over the last couple of weeks finally
laying the platform down.
They've laid the platform and they've strung 3 or 4 games together.
Yeah, big minutes too. Big minutes, some big meterage, a lot of work. A lot of work. I thought, and we've got through this little period to get to this last bye, right? That would have been the thing to get through Origin. Pretty much what? We've got 4 from 5 out of Origin. We've got ourselves back on track. We might get Presto back. Kicks is back. You know, you start getting some troops back just for the last little sprint to the end.
He was a late scratching, right, Preston? So he was a chance. They've got the bye. They got through this game and didn't require him.
You know, I thought was outstanding. Who could been copping a lot of shit? Fucking Salmon.
Yeah.
I thought Salmon had a red hot crack. I reckon it's his best game as a Bulldog.
I've always thought Salmon has a crack.
Yeah, but he got put in the middle, mate. He got put in the middle where he's not aggressive enough, like to be a middle in the Bulldogs pack. He was just there to connect the attack where we were getting it all fucked up, right? Yeah. On the edge, he can just, he's got a skill set, right? Mm. He's
like hit a line.
Yeah,
nice. Like he fucking goes, what the fuck's he doing? Fucking fuck me.
You got a mic there. You can use the mic and jump
not cutting in when he's talking Bulldogs.
If it's in and out.
But I like it how his runs are aggressive, his defense is aggressive. I thought it was his best game.
I've always thought he's a goer. He just sometimes because of the you're right, because of his role, sometimes he comes up with errors and it doesn't look super pretty, but he tries his hard.
He was playing to a role when he was at lock. So he was that's how our attack was done. Bang, bang, get to a sideline, and he has to be that connect guy, just that pass.
Yeah.
And then have shit runs. Right? So now he's on an edge. Now we don't know when Presto and Kicks comes back.
Definitely goes back to the middle.
Does he? Yeah. Does he go or does he come
Curran's, I think Curran's got a high ceiling.
Curran, yeah. But, you don't know. I don't know what happens there. That's going to be because I think they're coming. I think both are coming back after the bye.
Yeah,
Kicks and Presto.
Yeah, so both of those two players go back to the bench then. Curran and Salmon.
Yeah. I mean, but who plays lock? It's a fucking.
It'll probably be Salmon.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Because Harry Hayes looks like he's sort of
Harry Hayes is a lock.
I think, but I'm saying I think it might balance our team out a little bit better where we don't have as many ball players, right? Just some fucking hard motherfuckers through the ruck. Bit of a tip on here and there, and let Critter and Galvin run the show.
I wonder the difference with if you move Salmon back to the middle, but it's Critter dictating and running the team, that maybe you don't get as much hands-on from Salmon because
he can just play that.
Maybe Salmon was grabbing the ball because there wasn't communication from Matty Burton and Lachlan Galvin enough.
No, that was just that was the way they were playing. They were getting to an edge and it was a two pass, and then he'd have to just go across and try and get to the other side. We were just playing too much footy. I think it's been simplified now, so it'll be interesting to see what position he comes into.
How crazy would a season arc be if Jamin Salmon becomes your favourite player by the end of the year, Mace?
I don't mind Salmon, right? He's just been put in a position where he fucking wasn't. We were going shit, and he was copping strays. Galvin, everyone was just getting it, and our fans were fucking at the forefront. Like, like they're relentless. If you're not winning, right, and you're not playing to a certain level of Bulldogs level, right, you get absolutely shredded. In the comment, it's always been like that. Just like they've just got this and a platform, and they'll say it. So, you got a team there to support Bulldogs. So get out of your little caves and start supporting them again. We're winning.
I'll keep this short and sharp with the Titans. Hannay called his Titans team young in the press, and he was asked about that and about why are they playing young? They're immature right now, and I've said this for a number of years. And the reason I like Zane Harrison is because you can see signs that
beyond his years,
they get to the right spots. You can see there's a plan when he's on the field. What the Titans are struggling with that I saw against the Tigers, and I knew it could be a problem against the Bulldogs. When they play the better teams, they're willing to dig in. And I've been in this situation before. I actually ran into Cameron Smith before the Tigers-Titans game, and I said this to him. I said, we were playing like a busted at the Parramatta Eels. But when we played you guys and we played Manly, in a couple of those years that we struggled, we'd always have a good 40 to 60 minutes competing against you guys because we're up for it. When we played the teams that were around us on the ladder, we struggled. And the fan base would think we're a chance against the Bulldogs, the Titans for Bulldogs, or Titans against Tigers, because they were sort of, just above us on the ladder. And
it's an optical illusion.
You've still got to respect, and this is where they are, the Titans. Their lack of because the game wasn't going the way it went last week against Penrith, or it was similar, and the Titans' young players don't view the Bulldogs team like the Penrith team or give them the same respect.
Yeah.
They got frustrated at the point of the game where they could have hung in there and got the same result as last week. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it does.
So, and the reason I get frustrated watching those games is because that's not something I didn't pick up until later in my life. Everyone would love this, the perspective of what you have now.
That's what coaching comes in.
And planted, And Josh Hannay, that's why
I think he's going to install that.
He's trying to protect them by calling them young, but really they're immature. And then there are players that have been around for long enough. They're top tier players that still make immature mistakes.
Jaden Campbell and that they shouldn't.
JC's one of them. AJ makes mistakes, both or more even for as high of a ceiling as I think both or more's got. Like just some of the attention to detail mistakes because these guys, if they can get it together and string it together, they're now starting to. I believe they've got the coach for it. I believe they've got the 7. It's on those guys that have played 100 to 150 games now. That have to remove those silly mistakes. And
look at that. And it reminded me of the Dolphins at the start of the year. You back five, just making stupid mistakes, back rolls. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Selwyn and Cody.
What are you doing?
Selwyn and Cody.
And look what happens to your middles.
Yep.
I'm not even going to look at Tino and Fodawake's numbers. They'll be all right, but they wouldn't be as dominant as they were if you weren't dropping the fucking ball.
Definitely.
And that's everybody's middles. Right, when your back five ain't doing the job, that's why it's so important to have a back five that do not make mistakes. They're so disciplined.
Yep.
Right, even Penrith have been paying the mistake from their back five making mistakes.
The last 2 weeks.
Yep, the last couple of weeks, and that's why they pride themselves on discipline and error free and all that sort of stuff, and it's been happening. So that makes them look like they're beatable here. Now it looks like Penrith don't look unstoppable like they did before we got it. We just got them. Then they haven't been beaten since till last week, and they got beaten again. It's like, they're human. Now most teams are going. Dolphins are going. You'll be all right against those guys.
It's exactly
Eagles will be thinking we can fucking match Penrith. We can, those top 4 sides will be going. Warriors will be like, yeah,
they're definitely more human.
I don't mind it against Penrith. And, just say from round 1 to 10, you're like, how the fuck do we even get a chance against these guys?
Even with the dog slip up, everyone was like, and they performed well 4 weeks after it. Everyone's like, that was just a slip up. They'll never do that again. They've done it 2 weeks in a row now.
So it makes them more human. And the Titans one, you're like, and then this one, you definitely got beat.
Yep. Speaking of errors and discipline, no team knows this better than the Roosters. 24 defeating the Broncos 18. For me. The jury was still out on Sam Walker for me before Origin 1. And I didn't even have Sam Walker as my halfback. Jake Clifford was my halfback with Tommy Dearden out. I thought he might have taken a shot on Clifford, who's, again, having a career best year as well, so nothing against Clifford. But since that game, Mace, he's leveled up. He has leveled up. And the parts that I love the most are not even the trick plays, or not the try assists. It's his physicality. Defensively, couple of really good tackles on the line. And I love how he's not I always felt like he avoided contact, which is understandable.
He's little. He's always been little.
He's an 80 to 85 kilo halfback. If you want to have longevity in the game, you've got to be, creative but now I feel like he's willing to take a lick more so than he has ever before. I don't know if it's whether, the influence of Billy too. I don't like
confidence in dominating Origin. That's what I put it down to.
I feel like he's playing. He should be. I wasn't completely sold that he was a long-term answer for the Roosters and Queensland going into game 1. Now I think he is. Now I think Roosters have got to get it done. They've got to find out what the number is. And it's going to be a great battle for him between him and Tommy Dearden for next year's series.
Would he? Why is he hesitating? Do you reckon it's him or do you reckon it's the Roosters?
I think it was the Roosters initially.
Yeah.
And now I think it's him because I think he's going to test the market.
Yeah. I think so too. That's bad if you're the Roosters. It's hard to come across a fucking gun 7.
And not to say that he'll leave, that he'll use that to apply some pressure to the Roosters to get the number up if he does want to stay.
Be a suitor for him.
Oh, heaps of teams.
Would the
Broncos? There's been chat around the Broncos,
Well, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely know that. I think that would be the number one
Yeah.
suitor for him.
Yeah.
But what would be good for his like progression of like to be, he obviously wants to play for Australia and Queensland a lot more times, and the Roosters they're always building.
The Roosters is the best.
I think that's his.
He knows the system. He knows the coach. He's
build the team around. They will build the team around him.
And
once
also
DC is done.
Yeah. So DCE has been a nice compliment to him this year. I think he's really helped.
Savala could be 10-year halves.
Unless
Unless Savala goes the locks.
It's sort of been slept on. Just Ches taking some pressure off him and allowing him to go through this period. Like, imagine if Sam Walker left this year for as good as Savala went last year, and he's been excellent in the centres as well. But the pressure to come back and play at a high level around Origin time in his first season would have been a lot more.
Yeah.
But Ches can just take a little bit of that pressure off him. And as you know, like, if he goes on to extend at the Roosters and becomes a lifer Rooster, there's different opportunities life after football.
He suits their the way they play, the way they're but the Roosters are. He looks like a Roosters 7, 10-year player there, and I think he'd be stubborn with the Broncos because he was in their system, and you hold that against them.
If there's enough chat around, it does feel like there's definitely an appetite to test.
Play a lot of footy with Reece Walsh. Have they got a combination there? Do they know each other? Are they nearly a similar age?
Know.
Or was Reece a bit older than him?
I feel like I haven't seen conversations around them playing together, so therefore I'm not with full certainty. I don't think they think they played.
There's no real connect. He needs a real connection back to Brisbane, and he needs about 3 or 4 of his mates that were playing all those junior football with. So, Roosters look good, and they got something there. The Roosters, they'll be there near the end of the year.
Top 4's crucial.
Yeah,
I'm still not completely sold.
No, they can be their own worst enemy.
Yeah,
the mistakes and everything.
The errors and penalties. And Victor Radley was talking about it on the couch last night with Fletch, and he asked him the question around, like, fuck, do you address it? And he's like, it's one of those things that you can over address it as well.
You don't really want it at the front of your foot.
Because the Broncos, let's talk about the Broncos. That's 7 losses in a row now for them.
Shit.
Yeah. So the sliding doors moment, the Roosters game, 30-24. They're making that late run at Allianz. It looks like Reece Walsh is going to come up with one of those big comebacks again. And 10 minutes to go, Katoni just boots elbow straight into Hugo Zavala. 10 then.
Gets a couple of weeks.
Roosters going to win that game 38-24, I think, because they take the penalty and kick a goal. They haven't recovered from that moment. And the reason I bring that up is not a crack at Katoni. It's just like
it's just that moment.
Sliding doors moments, like crucial moments in games, momentum, how things can swing.
7 in a row.
7 in a row. Haven't won since.
I was happy to say they were done last week.
Yeah.
It's nearly done. It's got to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
14 points now.
All the chat on the
14 points 10 rounds ago. I'm not sure if they've got any buys left. They got any buys left?
Maybe after Origin, potentially?
There's only 2 teams that had all their buys, and it's Cronulla and one other team.
Now the Dogs.
The Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3. Yeah, they're fucking done.
Yeah, they have a bye this week.
Yeah, they've got a bye. That's the point.
19, round 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're done.
Payne shut down rumours of a switch to the Rabbitohs. That was reported. No doubt that the Rabbitohs would have reached out to see if they could have got him.
What do you mean? What?
Before June 30.
Before June 30.
Oh.
There's no realm of possibilities that Madge ever lets Payne Haas go early on a contract to go down to the Rabbitohs of all places to help them win a premiership. That was never going to happen.
Could it?
No. Because of Madge.
Like, just say now, like, you're
36 hours to get it done.
You're done. Yeah, I'm just saying you're done, right? You're completely done.
No, they're not. They're not completely done.
I know.
They need to win
that.
7 from 8.
I know that. It's going to be hard.
But it's Madge.
Yeah.
So if you have a chance, and that's what he was saying after.
No. Yeah.
And it's Madge.
Yeah, you keep reiterating that.
Yeah.
Is it Madge?
It's
No,
Madge, right?
Madge ain't doing shit.
He ain't sending shit to the Rabbitohs.
Nothing. He's not sending anyone down.
He's played Payne. Since returning, he's played 80 minutes all 3 games.
He's getting every cent out of him. I wonder if Payne would go down. I don't think Payne would.
Payne's got to say the right things. For sure, you'd go down.
I don't think. I don't.
It's Mace. If you were playing at a club where you thought mathematically there's still a chance, but 7 from 8 is a big task. He's a competitor. He'll back himself to bring out the best in the Broncos. But if an opportunity was to go to a team where you thought you had a better chance, you'd consider it.
Be hard, man, because he only knows one team. Be hard for him. He's got a lot of brothers up there. It'd be fucking it'd be hard. I don't reckon Payne would do it. I honestly don't, because I don't think it's the missing link for South to go bang straight in.
It's a good link.
It's a big link.
I mean, you need Latrell first of all. You need all these other guys coming back. It's a bit. I'm not just saying it's fucking huge, massive. Right? But I'm not saying, it's still not guaranteeing that they.
It's not guaranteed. Nothing's
Penrith
guaranteed.
and everything like that.
Nothing's guaranteed.
But I think the comp's way open now.
Yeah.
Just with the little bit of a sliding from Penrith, but yeah, I didn't realise that June 30 you can still.
Well, there's Bronson. Sherry.
Is anyone else going?
Bronson Sherry. There's the Storm are asking the question.
No chance either.
So Belly's asking. So if we can get, he wants.
Yeah, because he's reportedly signed from next season.
Yeah, it's a 3-year deal.
So Bellamy was asked this in the presser after.
Yeah, it depends if we want to get rid of him.
No chance. You guys are still competing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like, this depends on the relationship with the club.
It would be bad. It would be mismanagement from the Bulldogs, and they even inquired about Oren Keeley. Both the Bulldogs and the Dolphins can win the comp. You do not give away good first graders to the competition.
If Melbourne goes, we'll give you
Jack Howarth. Apparently, is the name that's been floated.
Yeah, I reckon that'd happen. If they said you can have Jack,
not giving away Jack. It's because
I'm just saying. Did you say that Melbourne said they'll give away Jack?
Luke's got to give you the context. So because he's going there next year, the only sort of situation where this becomes available is, are you eliminated from the finals? That's when you'd consider it. So are there any Dragons players going to a club the next year where they're, all right, you can have a player now, we take 50K off the cap that we can use for the next year. Otherwise, if you're a contender,
no.
Don't even consider it.
Yeah. But Billy's still asking.
Yeah, no, I'm not against the other teams asking.
Yeah, but you're not giving up depth.
But if I'm the Bulldogs, I'm going, not even replying to the text, boots.
But it doesn't even...
Dolphins, Oren Keeley, boots.
Yeah, because it's depth. It's all about depth at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know, he's still a class player, Cherry.
Speaking of depth at the end of the year, Fox League. I want to address the coverage on the weekend.
Shit.
From top to bottom.
Good.
Elite.
Oh, okay.
Our man SJ and Kez.
I thought you meant commentary.
Yes, it was the commentary.
Okay.
It was the commentary. Unbelievable. Now, I do not work for Fox League, but I would like to advise them from the masses. I think I speak on behalf of the masses with regards to the coverage on the weekend. It was as good as the product that was out on the field. Sean Johnson and Luke Keary together are commentary gold.
Yes. I agree with that.
They are elite. And if I was Fox League, not only with Sean Johnson and Luke Keary staying together, I would keep that entire group together, because I think Matt Russell is a perfect complement to both Shawnee and Luke Keary, and even Lara Pitt. And the reasons why, since I've been doing commentary for SEN over the last couple of years, you understand one thing that I've realised is that different play-by-play callers have different personalities, sort of egos, wanting to, control games. And for me to progress in my career, I've noticed that I've got to be able to adapt. That's what I've been doing at SEN. So I've had really good callers and all different types of callers. The reason I thought Matty Russell worked really well with Kez and Shawnee was he allowed them, when they were on, to just go. Right? Yeah. Like they got a little bit willy-nilly every now and again. They got excited. They were asking each other questions. And normally during that, a more seasoned or like say a Vossi or a Dan Ganane, or they want to be on, they want to get back to the game, which is fine, because that's, again, there's different styles, right? But Matty just allowed them to play. And it was awesome to watch.
I liked hearing.
And then also, when it got down to the sideline stuff with Lara, she was just, again, similar, They come down. They're having a laugh together. I think maybe a younger sideline commentator would have got can get a little bit flustered because you got stuff coming in.
She's good, Lara. She's an OG. She's
again, she just allowed him, and she was just having a laugh with him and was nice and relaxed. So, Fox League, find whatever your best game is every week and put that crew together. That would be my advice from someone who thoroughly enjoyed the product on the field, the game. Congratulations to those four as a combination. I thought they were elite. And one of the things is, because I posted a picture with those two after the game. And this is where I want to push back too, because it's a lazy observation on Shawnee. People were saying that he was biased in the comments around the Warriors because he was excited during big moments in the game. No, he's not. Go back and watch the game properly. There was 2 Dolphins try savers where he was absolutely fucking frothing the efforts from Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow a couple of times, and then Herbie. He correctly, in my opinion, summarised the no try to Herbie, which should have been a try. Connolly Lemuelu had the nice little kick on back on the inside. That was a knockdown from the Warriors. That should have been picked up in a try. So there was no bias in that as well. And just the lead up and how excited he got for the Bostock try for Osako. His energy is awesome. So when he talks about Warriors moments, people associate that with him being biased. Nah, he's keeping that same energy for the Dolphins.
Everything.
And it was cool to see him and Keely both equally as excited for both teams throughout that.
Because it was a great game.
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. So
no, those two they're magic together. I love it.
They're going to be they're a good little combo. And I think that maybe if you're you're at Fox League and you're trying to harness that the best you can, there might be an appetite to, because they're both really good young emerging commentators, that you want to spread them out. Maybe you put Keely with someone else, and no drive-bys here on anyone else that's doing the thing, but you put Shawnee in one and you put Kez in the other one, and it lists the level of 2 games.
Put them together in
smash them together. Just identify what your best game is and just put them together.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Don't
because there are other good combinations with other play-by-plays. I think Mick Ennis and Vossi work really well together. Yeah. I think they're a great combination. Cooper Cronk and Ganane work pretty good together, I think, as well. So there are other combinations where you can just sort of leave the other guys alone and just keep Matty Russell with Shawnee.
Matty Russell gets slept on because Vossi's such a big voice and Ganane's just fucking he's everywhere.
Those are their top 2. So
Kez is everywhere. How many?
Kez is everywhere.
He was with us on the show in the morning.
Kez is everywhere.
Then he does Friday night. He's up in Brisbane on Saturday. And he's back on the desk on Sunday.
No.
Fuck, he loves it.
Keep on going.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. He's too good.
Yeah, but you want 10, 20 years out of this, or you want a fucking 2 years?
Yeah, I think he's just diving in, and then
he loves it, mate.
He'll figure out his rhythm next year, I reckon.
Yeah, because of mainstream TV, because he's so good on podcasts and everything like that. And if it's Fox Sport, you can dip in both, right? Same as SJ. When you're that talented and you just retired from the game, you're a very good podcaster and you're a very good commentator as well. So just do both and just pick, the world's your oyster.
He's even sitting in Talus's chair on 360 at the moment.
Killing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Gordy's on a little bit of a break for 2 weeks. Shawnee and Kez would be a great podcast. Oh, imagine if they linked up for a potty. They would fucking dominate. All right, let's get to the Dolphins 26 versus the Warriors 24. Just spoke about 5 minutes about the commentary team. The theme of this game were try savers. It was unbelievable. Hammer nice and early on Catewell, which ended up being a 12-point swing as they go down the other end before Cobbo scores. Herbie with the ankle tap late. Just the desperation in this game from both teams.
Unbelievable. It was like a semi-final. Who got the bigger crowd? Broncos or Dolphins? I think they both were in the 40s.
It just felt like the Dolphins Wires game because of the energy.
And the crowd noise was massive.
Are you checking the
Come on,
the crowd?
The crowd, yeah. Check the crowds for both games.
Yeah, I thought this was the best. This is the best game of the round.
Yeah,
easily. Dolphins, they're here. They are here. And I don't know how bad that injury is on Katoa.
Yes, I
heard did he dislocate his wrist?
No fracture.
Thank God.
So I've never had done either.
I've dislocated my ulnar
Yeah.
upwards,
Yeah.
which is very
Fuck,
rare.
you've had some injuries, hey?
Yeah, I just forget about them. But it's like it's common in a car crash. Like bang, it goes up. So
Okay.
it was very rare because it got hit from the side, went up, had to go in, had to go under, and then if it was any other injuries to any other ligaments, it would have been like a 6 to 9 month.
Can you
like
check
full
NRL
reco.
physio while you're at it too, Lukey, and find
Full
out what his
reconstruction,
diagnosis?
Yeah, so hopefully a fracture's like 4 to 6. I
Yeah.
think he'd be all right.
Yeah.
Better than doing ligaments and dislocating stuff. But they still managed to win. And that was in the first 10 minutes he went off.
You know how much I've been frothing Isaiah Katoa. Everyone has.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do you reckon? Who do you reckon?
40,000.
Just the eye test.
I reckon there's
For what?
40,000.
Oh, for the crowd first?
Yeah.
All right, the crowd first. The eye test was Dolphins
I
was.
reckon the Brisbane one.
39. I'll give you both numbers. 39,826.
Yeah.
And we've got 40,465. So
Dolphins.
the Dolphins got it.
Yeah, Dolphins, yeah.
Fins up.
That's why I just heard, because once you said 39, I knew the Dolphins got 40.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
And what
Because
was
I
the
said
other
it
thing?
yesterday.
Sorry, I was looking.
That's the WAS too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Like
20
Dolphins,
there's
congratulations to the
20,000.
Dolphins. Dolphins fans, you know I've been a Dolphins fan from day one. Go back to last year, watch the film.
Yeah.
But, and people were excited about them up there. The WAS, they're the best travelling fans by far.
They're everywhere.
Your point. Now, can you look at Katoa's injury for us, please, Luke?
Yeah.
While we discuss this.
NRL physio.
So, Katoa, mate, I've been watching them closely after in the last month, 4 to 5 weeks. Their depth is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Players are stepping up. They've got almost cover at every position. In fact, I think they've got plan B and C.
Yeah.
Like I think Kurt Donahue could play 6 at a pinch
Yep.
if they required.
And
Cody Nicarima
goes
could go to 7, but Schneider's doing an excellent job. They've also got Oren Keeley in the back row that can come on. Felice Kafusi didn't play in this game, a vet.
Depth is
Tavita
massive.
Nafar, who is an NRL player.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for Selwyn, Avarillo could be back soon. We talked about his gruesome injury against the Wars about 6 or 7 weeks ago.
Yeah, Avarillo, what do you do there? You got to put him in the 19-man squad because he can play back 5
Has to
anywhere.
be in the 19.
And he can play 6 as well.
Has to be in the 19. Yeah, he's another option for 6.
Yeah.
They could go
So
Cody 7.
Bostock,
Yep.
yeah.
Good shout. Good shout. Really impressed with them.
What happened, Lukey?
So it's according to physio, fractured wrist.
Yep.
Once you do the surgery, the expected return date becomes clearer. A few bones that can be involved here, most fall in the 4 to 8 week recovery range, but can extend out if if the fracture is located in a tricky spot. Remember how Cheese had like a fracture in a really bad spot last year and it took ages to come
let's
back?
have a look. Let's
They're
have a look. Let's go. So, all right. So week 1 would be the Knights, but wouldn't have the Origin players. Week 2 against the Sharks. Week 3. So week 4 they get to a bye. So 4 weeks will be the bye. Then they play the Dragons, so I wouldn't play him then either. Not required. Dolphins can get the job done without him. Week 6 would be round 23 against the Broncos at Suncorp. That may be the target. That's right in the middle of the time. That's
Depending how like the Dolphins, if they just keep winning and he can just get a little
Takes
bit
the
more
pressure off.
rest, just like you
Sort of like
less
the Warriors
pressure.
when the halves drop out and they just keep it up.
like you could just get it right because it doesn't take much to re-injure those fractures. You know what I mean? Like if you don't get it right,
Well, let's go from the 7 to the 6. Whatever the plan was, and we've talked about this for a couple of weeks now. Whatever the plan was with Cody, they need to find middle ground on a number, right? And I was thinking about the makeup of their team right now. And here are the priority players, in my opinion.
Yep.
You can add some if you want. The priority for the Dolphins to go on an extended run over the next 2 or 3 years, because I think they've got that in them, is, and normally I wouldn't have a centre in there, but Herbie Farnworth is an outlier. Hammer,
how much you paying?
Hammer,
Herbie,
$1 million.
yeah,
$1 million, and
Hammer's $1 million too.
Hammer's $1 million.
Plus, I reckon.
Katoa's on a club-friendly deal right now. I think he got a 4 times $850 sort of contract a couple of years ago.
I think he'd be happy with that too because he knows he's got about 3 more big ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
his next one's going to be huge.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge. The other player is Flegler.
How good. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
So proud.
It's Flegler's, it's the talent, it's the perseverance and all of that. But in this modern game, I think he's the perfect front rower. Nice, good enough size, good enough mobility,
Good footwork.
late offload. He's
footwork,
getting
mate.
better as the season goes on. And one thing that I think is sort of like a dying breed, and you talk about this, he's an actual enforcer.
Yeah.
Like Flegler, his temper's calmed down a little bit throughout the years.
Because I think he's evolved with the game. He's like, I don't want to
Yep.
be sent for 10 everybody, fourth game. And you know who's fucking going all right? He's his little sidekick, Frankie Molo.
Oh yeah, Frankie's
That's
perfect.
a problem there.
Yeah.
He's coming at he's setting the tone.
So that I've got them in the complementary category.
yeah.
Right. My core has to be for long term, Hammer, just like the Penrith have to identify. Edwards, Bizza was a part of their plans, obviously. Nath, Moses, and Isaiah Yeo. That's like a core 5 or 6 that they've kept. And it kept a senior player pretty much at every position, right? That's where I think the Dolphins are at now. And the complementary pieces and the two others is like maybe one or the other between Plath and Donahue. Or if in the perfect world, because the game's going that way, identifying both of them and getting them on good club deals and locking them up long term. Then you've got guys like Cody Nikarima, you've got Jack Bostock, you've got Kuli Kefu Fene-Fuiaki, you've got fucking Frankie Molo, all these players that are fucking killing it, playing career best at the moment. But you need to
Lemuelu.
You need Lemuelu. You need to maximize right now while you've got them, right?
But I'm thinking, like, just say if they can jag a comp, right, this year.
And Selwyn. Because I don't think Selwyn can't be a core piece.
And when are these guys off contract? We'll figure out that. We'll figure out that.
Yeah, so Herbie's...
I don't think they're all coming off this year, are they? No.
So the only player that's of note that's off contract this year is Cody. No.
Oh.
So November 1, Herbie, you can negotiate with Herbie for 28.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
So I think if you just say you just put yourself in that Dolphins situation.
Sorry, and Flegler can, November 1.
Okay.
He can negotiate.
You'd be like, we've built this, we're staying here, we're inaugural players. Give it another 2 or 3, boys, and we'll win something here.
I hope Herbie stays. Yeah.
Then you can all, go. And or just say another 2 years. I don't know. Just try and keep that core together. I know you can't keep everyone, but like you can do what, like a lot of fucking really good teams do, like Penrith and Manly, and we did it as well. Like you just take, 50 off. And collectively, it's a fair bit.
Yep.
You can sort of keep everyone.
Yep.
But who knows?
To the Warriors, I'm as impressed in the Warriors in this loss than I was going into the game. Like, we talked about the Dolphins. You can't diminish the Dolphins and what they went through in game because that's a great adjustment, a huge adjustment. The Warriors have done similar at the start of the year. They lose Tanner Boyd at the start of the game, a huge game at Magic Round, and then they found a way to win with Tamati Martin, and he's done a great job since filling in. Isaiah Katoa, I think, is a level above, well and truly a level above Tanner Boyd. They also lost Selwyn for 15 minutes. They've had injuries as well, like Tom Gilbert wasn't playing in this game.
Yeah.
Daniel Saifidi hasn't played all year and retired now, who you would have accounted for. Jake Averillo is a really X-factor type of piece. So they've had their own things to deal with, the Dolphins. But the Warriors, man, Tanner Boyd, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, both season. Leka Halasima and Fisher been out for 4 to 5 weeks now, 3 or 4 weeks.
Soft tissue.
Chance missed some time. They've had Rod, I mentioned Rod. She's the ACL out for the season. There's probably another one that we're forgetting. Anyway, it's a next man up mentality, a genuine next man up mentality. And players like Eddie Yeremia-Tuava are stepping up. Tanner Style-Smith has been
I didn't realise he was only 22.
He's not 22. There's no way. Is he?
I think so. I remember looking it up being shot.
I Google a lot of people when I watch him play.
He is 2004, 22.
He looks 28.
Do you want to say it?
It's the dome.
He looks like Jerry Susu in 2004.
Even up close, he looks older.
That's a good comp. Yeah.
And he plays like him, which is scary. He's a player. He's a starter. And I know Fish is injured at the moment, but he is holding down the fort.
Oh, Jackson Ford's the other one I forgot.
Yeah, Jackson Ford.
Jackson Ford,
That's 8 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, like depends.
Mitch Barnett's missed heaps of footy this year.
Yeah, and they still are in the top 4.
On level with the Dolphins.
Yep. And
So-
you commend that. You commend their culture and the coaching and their rehab staff and everything like that. Just everyone. Their club is in a good place. Very good place.
Yeah.
Next man up mentality. Just to have all those players just step up and go, oh well, he's out.
So Dallin limped off in this game as well. So most likely you'd probably have Chance flip over to the right. Alafiana Camperera.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, returns on the wing.
Well, how is he? What's Dallin on? Hamstring?
Hammy. Yeah, he tweaked his hammy, yeah.
Such high, like they're just rolling at such high speeds these days. Like that's the difference between the game here, I mean, now and 10 years ago.
Fuck, I reckon even 5 years ago.
Like,
Yeah.
I was going to say that, but just didn't want to give it too much. But like the amount of high speed exertions that they're doing at training and then in the game, right? And it's hard to compensate. And it's hard to train like the game, right? Because it's
Trying to manage loads.
you can't, and it's a fine line. And they finally thought they got it, and then the game just went up another notch. So like these high speed volume things that they're doing and training, it's nearly not enough, right? And then you get into these games, like you get into 17 games, and you just fucking like every run Dallin does is nearly 100%.
He's
Do you know what I mean?
Every carry.
It's every carry, and like in the middles, like you're doing a lot more high speed efforts, a lot more because the data shows it, right? It doesn't lie. You're doing so many more efforts, and especially our OBs. That's why they're breaking down at the moment now. Like look at that, the hamstrings, even back rolls, middles. Like you're sprinting back, you're sprinting up, you're sprinting back. Like your muscles can only take so much, and that will take a couple of years for players to evolve and their bodies to evolve.
Yeah.
But because the game went from fucking 0 to like straight away, the game is like the players. We're losing some really good players. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's because of the way the game's. I think personally the game slowed down since Origin.
Yeah, they've tried to rectify
They
it.
try to rectify it because
There was a meeting between the players.
We get
some
what
senior
you
players.
do, guys.
Yeah.
We get we want the ball in play, but you don't have to fucking speed it up that much. It went from a treadmill going at 24 to fucking 38.
I think the money said the captains got together, had a chat with PVL.
Jeez, that's good.
And they talked about their concerns around injuries and players breaking
welfare.
down.
Like
their
just
play
like
welfare.
and your best ability is availability, and you want everyone available for you for the product, right? The product is the NRL. I don't want to see fucking Reece Walsh out for 8 weeks because of this. I don't want to see all our star players out because of soft tissue injuries. ACLs, broken arms, all that sort of stuff is part of the game. It's contact sport.
It's going to happen.
But when you're constantly seeing calves and hammies and not fucking 1 to 2 weeks, 8 week hamstrings, you're talking grade 2, 3s.
Yeah.
Like that's proper just getting shot off. So anyway.
Sam Healy was awesome off the bench too. Gave him a real spark. What a big moment to go for that try.
Fucking thought he had
It's
it,
one of
eh?
those things, man. If you don't come up with that though, fuck.
Yeah, you get some daggers.
Six
you get
minutes
a
to
couple
go.
of daggers thrown at your back when you fucking turn around.
I seen Tamaiti was in the background, and just as he went, he sort of threw his hands in the
Then
air,
he just went,
and then he scored. Then he just hit the deck, and fuck, Tamaiti was good. He's fucking been good.
This is why, because you know that you got that little Metcalf. He winked to us too when we were on the sideline.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I've never met him. He would give me a wing. I was like, yeah, what's up, man?
he's a good man.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what happens to Tamari Martin and Chanel Harris. Harris, I always fuck his name up.
Chanel Harris Tavita.
Chanel Harris Tavita.
Yeah.
Sorry, brother. They're playing lights out because they have to. Because they're like, we're on a run here. We could do something special. But if I fucking give 2 shitty games, Metcalf's getting a start. And he ain't letting it go.
I thought there was an opportunity. When Dell went off, they put Eddie Yereme-Tawava into the centres. I was wondering if they could have given a little shake-up and somehow inserted Metcalf. Like maybe you move Tuapiki to the wing because he's played on the wing before, and then give Metcalf a shot at fullback, or Tamati Martin's played fullback before.
Sure, you got to somehow use him in the game. Like don't just not play him. Like he's still part of you. He's still part of your plans, mate. You don't win the grand final without him being in your 19. You don't just have him there just because he's gone. Like and it's a credit to the halves, right? They're playing some great football, but I know they're playing great because you got Metcalf there.
wonder
I've never seen Tamari Martin defend like this and take the line on like this, like an animal.
It's playing good. Playing really good.
And fucking Harris Tavita, he smashes people
He's the best hitter
easily
for a half of the competition.
For a while that I've seen.
Distant second. He remember when he smoked Cheese?
Was that? Yeah, was it?
I felt like that was in the COVID years.
It was ages ago.
Yeah.
It was like, who is this little
When he's
skinny
playing for
5'8"?
Melbourne, yeah.
Coming out taking names.
The unhittable.
Yeah.
Cheese that low, close to the line.
How do you do that?
He kept on scoring those barge over tries, Cheese, during those years, and he just went.
I loved playing with him.
All right, let's get to Hayes Riley. Fuck yeah, Mace, you caught it, OG. Cowboys putting 13 plus on the dynasty for the big fella on Saturday, are they? Ye fucking ha. Up the multis. So proud of the boys for turning up and giving it a red hot crack.
You got it.
When's the last time we had royal dignitaries? Digitaries. When was the last time we had royal dignitaries turn up for a club game?
Yeah.
It goes to show the reverence and respect for Jason in all that he's done and continues to do for both North Queensland and for Tonga. Since 2020, we've won 5, lost 5, and drawn 1, and put 13 plus on a full strength Penrith Panthers side. Name another team that's done that during the dynasty era. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Just nothing but respect and love for what Jason Taumalolo's done for the game itself, Cowboys, but for Tonga and the Pacific Islands. We go back to 2017 and that decision he made is nearly 10 years ago. Look how far the Pacifica has come in 10 years. You know, Samoa's like been to a World Cup final. Tonga's beaten Australia. New Zealand's dominating as well. Like, it's very even because of those two people. Andrew Fafita, but mainly Jason Taumalolo, right?
Both.
I mean,
equally.
But like
Taumalolo
at that level, man, he was the best forward in the world. I know, no disrespect to Dave Fafita, but Jason Taumalolo was fucking, he was the dude, mate. He was that guy. Yeah. But even back to Dave Fafita, giving him right. He was
Andrew
Fafita.
Yep.
He was in the Aussie side. And he went, nah, I'm good. I'm going to play for Tonga. I want to get this nation up.
Yeah.
And
that'd be a great podcast together, those two.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. That decision, that talk, I don't know if they talk to each other.
You're close with Jace. He never does anything.
Yeah.
You got to try to convince Jace to come do some stuff.
Yeah, and I had a really good conversation with him last week.
Yeah.
You know, he was saying, when you forget these things, when you're a senior player, and I played in his first game, right? He goes, I'll never forget that you gave me a pair of boots because I didn't have any boots. I was like, fuck, I didn't even remember I did that because I was just like, especially a young little Tongan kid, coming from school. I'm fucking 30 years old.
What size are you? 13, 14?
It'd be the same size, yeah.
Are you 13, 14?
I'm 14. I could 14, but I wear 13, so I like them tighter.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
I go down a size.
So, like, I just said, here, kid, have some boots. And he never forgot that. And he reminded me that night. I said, fuck. He goes, I've always loved you, kid, always, to him. And I'm very proud of what he's done for the game and the Tongan game and just fucking 300 games, man. Royal family flew over. 300 played. You know what I mean? Like, that's how highly, like, how high the levels, man. Like, there's levels, and he's that guy, and it's what he's done for the Pacific region, what he's done for Tonga. It's bigger than the game. It's bigger than the game.
Can I give you another hypothetical? All right. So, Jason, I told you about this. Todd Payton revealed this after when he surpassed JT for the other JT for his milestone games. He lost every single milestone game before this game. Yeah. So, here's a hypothetical.
Yeah.
I would tell you at the end of your career, you've played 300 games and you've lost game 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, but you win 300. Yeah. Or the opposite. You win 50, 100, 150, 250.
Yeah. Give me the 300. Yeah. Give me the 300. Easy. Everyone else. I don't remember my 100th, right? Or 50th, 150, or 200 or 250 I remember because it was against Melbourne in a semi-final down there. And this was only because of the era where no one really cared. I think my 100 games would have been with the Dogs because my 104th game was the grand final. So it would have been obviously 4 games before that.
Say that again. What was your 101st? Was
100. I was played 150 with 148 first straight games with the Dogs. So my 100th would have been obviously the 50th, and 100th would have been
just before the grand final.
So just before the grand final was because my 104th was with the Dogs. 150th would have been with the Roosters. 200 would have been with the Cowboys. And like I knew in my head, because I knew what games they were. And then 250 was with Newcastle and 300 with the Catalans. So I was just like, but no one really wasn't like that, right? It just
I asked Fletch the other day on radio, I said, what happened in your 100th game? Because
he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know.
He was talking about he got his 100th. So he's got a schedule at SEN. He's got to tick off a certain amount of episodes for run home, and he was playing his 100th show of the year, and he was counting it down. And I said, "Oh, what happened in your 100th game?" And I typed it. He had no idea.
Yeah,
had no idea. It just wasn't.
It just wasn't part of that. It wasn't part of it, and I think it obviously should be because it's very.
He didn't know the opposition. He didn't know the scoreline, and I had to fucking.
You just got to
chat
think back.
GPT.
So whenever the grand final was, because I know that was my 104th game. And then go 4 games before that. It might have been against the Warriors over there or something like something. I don't know.
It's the last game of the season.
Yeah, last game of the season.
Finals.
I think that was the Warriors.
Yeah.
And so that would have been. So it wasn't a big deal about like playing your 100. It is a big deal, like in your head, like you played 100 games at school.
Yeah, it was a big deal to the person that was playing it, but not to everyone else.
Knew. Yeah, but we sort of knew, like, oh, you're playing your 100th.
Yeah,
cool, sweet. No, like it's not a big play it for like it wasn't on your jersey or anything like that. It wasn't. But that was just the way the game was. I love how they're doing it now. They're celebrating, especially 300, 250. I don't give a shit about, still don't care about 50 and 150. It's just 100, 200, 300.
All right, let's talk about the game. Jeremiah Nanai set the tone from the opening whistle with that shot on Moses Leota. Tom McKaylee got over a little bit. Even got a slap on the face from Moses.
Yeah, you just got to wear it.
Yes.
You reckon he deserved it?
No way.
No. Because I think Moses just got up. Filthy because he dropped the ball.
Yes.
And then a young kid, Nanai, was just sort of yahooing a bit. He's an OG, Leota. Just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Moses, I asked him about this too after the Tigers game, and you just know the mentality of watching him. And I told Moses how much he loved him too, by the way. He prides himself on setting the tone.
Yeah.
And that set the tone for the Cowboys.
Yes.
Big time. The energy, they all come running in. I thought the Polynesian players, understandably, we know, Mace, we've lived it in the locker room. There's a different connection between the Poly boys.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against, the Aussies or whatever. It's just similar cultures, similar upbringings. Yeah, man. They just connect together.
Tonga, Samoa,
even the Fijian and Papua New Guineans, there's just this cultural thing that...
Sorry, Nanai's Samoan as well, eh? Or is he Tongan?
Samoan.
Yeah, so Samoa there, right there.
So there's a healthy and mutual respect on Moses to go after Moses. Like hitting Moses meant more than hitting Lindsay Smith.
Big time.
You know?
And getting him.
Yeah, and getting him.
No, good luck trying to get Moses.
No one gets Moses.
Because he tried, he goes, come and get it, kid.
Yeah. His centre of gravity.
Haley sort of got him, it was just the perfect hit.
It was
got him straight in the rib because he's a left arm carry, right? He's a left arm carry.
Yeah.
And then so fucking Nanai got him right there. And then Michaeli
late dip.
Bang.
Late dip and power.
Perfect way to hit him. It's ballsy because you're putting yourself down there where he can fucking bump you off.
You can get knocked
straight out.
You can get knocked out.
Yeah.
Easily.
I'm glad no one got knocked out.
Yeah.
But Nanai copped a slap. What are you doing? What are you doing?
So Nanai was easily the best player on the field.
Freakish player.
You could tell it meant a whole lot, even though, like I said, going back to the Polynesian influence. Nanai Samoan, JT's his Tongan brother. It meant the fucking world to him. You could see the energy from Murray Talangi on the left. He come screaming in from the left wing to get pumped up.
Yeah.
Trinky was on. Tommy Chester was on. All the other boys, don't get me wrong.
Michaeli was on, man.
Michaeli. Fuck.
Who else? They got a fair, Lukey. They got a fair few brothers up there.
Yeah.
And they stuck in, didn't they? It was a good win, solid win. It's one of those wins where you're like, fuck, we can turn it on. If we turn it on here defensively, if we don't fuck around so much with the ball and discipline shit and like drop balls and that, we can go with anyone.
It's a big deal for the Cowboys, this win. It's not a huge deal for the Panthers.
No, I'm not worried about Panthers.
I'm not. If two losses are, I'm not worried about the Panthers. But it's a huge deal for the confidence because when you go through blocks, as you know, Mace, like even me as a punter, you win some, you lose more, right?
Yeah.
I start looking at futures. I start looking at little plays, and I might have had a little something cheeky on the Cowboys a couple of weeks ago because I envisioned Jeremiah Nanai returning, and I envisioned Tom Dearden
I didn't
returning
envision this
against the Warriors. I envisioned both of them. Now, Tommy hasn't returned. And then once I start planning in my head, all right, where's your wins and losses? Okay. Loss against the Panthers at home. Let's start looking at the level. Now let's put a W next to that because we've got the job done. So now all those other games following the Panthers, the problematic part is, and the good thing for the Cowboys is they get a refresh.
Yep.
Right? Jeremiah's gone to Origin duties. Ruben's gone to Origin duties. Probably going to get Tommy back, but after the bye.
Yeah.
So it's tough for teams. Clubs have struggled after playing Penrith because it's a letdown. You put it, you empty the tank against Penrith, and they did. They fucking emptied the tank, and it was a stop-start sort of ugly sort of game, and there was a lot of errors, and there was, like
a lot of errors.
Neither team sort of wanted to sort of grab it by the bull of the horns, but the Cowboys did enough, and then look comfortable in the back end.
Just little things like, Cleary passing from dummy half to shit ball to Dylan Edwards, who'd usually catch it. First of all, would never throw a ball like that. Cleary, and then and then drops that just simple in really good field position as well. Like that just sort of personified how their day was going. It's just
do you want the stats to back it up? They had 10 errors from their outside backs.
Yeah.
Everyone except for Nathan made an error, so they didn't account, even though it was a bad pass. That was a Dylan Edwards
Your
error.
fault, Dylan.
And 14 in total.
That's what I say about the back five, fucking up everything.
Yeah. So
no pressure back five. If you fuck it up, you lose the game.
I forgot who was in the commentary. I think it might have been Ganane. But he caught it. It felt like the Bulldogs in the first 20 minutes. The Bulldogs lost?
Yeah.
Where it's like, they're making so many errors here. A lot of them were unforced.
That's where
they were frustrated, and I was going, "Ooh, this does feel like the Bulldogs game at the start of the year." The Titans game was different. I thought the Titans were brave, and there was more of a dogfight. This one felt different, and that's why I think Ivan was so
filthy.
Frustrated. Yeah,
and that's the way the only times you get Penrith. Penrith need an off day.
Are we done with this game?
No.
Why was that?
A little bit of breaking news.
Oh, breaking news is that we can always break it up and come back.
We just mentioned it before. Oren Keeley.
Yep.
He's been granted a release to the Storm.
Oh, they got him.
That's because they got too much Johnny.
Following the round 18 bye, he will join.
They got too much Johnny Depp up there. That's why you can only get him. Seriously.
Fuck, that's a great pickup for the
He goes good.
Hey, watch out for Oren Keeley.
Yeah, I
Central
like
Coast
him.
Jr. as well.
No, I like him. He's good.
Where'd you do that research?
It's just in the article.
He just knows.
I was like, why's he going to the rugby league project for that piece of information?
Back to Taumalolo, right? He's the way he set the platform as well. He went after what he did to Papali'i when he ran straight at him and knocked him. And first of all, after that set, after the set, who did he run straight at?
Moses.
Angry Moses, and he couldn't put him on his ass. He stood there in the tackle.
Yes,
and it was like that's a fucking two bulls meeting each other and just going fucking bang. No one's winning here, but fuck, you're not getting me down. And he ran at a Leota that was fully trying to kill something. If that was anyone else, you're on your back. You were on your back because you come with that much fucking that much intensity. Boom, stuck there.
I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah.
I was watching Moses.
Yeah.
He was furious.
Slapped
Jeremiah, little bit of a push and shove. Everyone comes to blows. Then the scrum or the penalty is given.
Yeah.
It goes a 2-pass shift away to McKaylee, gets to the middle of the field. And JT, in his milestone game, took it upon himself because Moses was looking for contact. And they went into each other, and it was just two titans just fucking colliding.
But that's the thing. What I love is that JT's sticking up for his boys because he knows Leota's going to fucking get Nanai or someone. He goes, I want it. I got to get it. I got to settle this big man down, right? Because he's going to go out, and that's what a big dog does, right? Yeah. That's what an alpha does. That's what he goes, give me the ball. He could have stepped over.
Easy.
He beeline to Leota. I went, oh fuck, he's on. Yep. You know what I mean? Like they're on one here, and that sort of passion and intensity and desire to do shit like that for your teammate, because you saw fucking Taumalolo do that for you, so he don't have to chase you around the field. Try and
he knew Moses wanted a piece.
And everyone, he wanted everyone.
Yeah, Moses wanted.
But he goes, I'll fucking take him, and then he got Papali'i late in the game. Yeah. It's demeaning, mate, getting knocked out. Fucking getting run over. He's going straight for you.
I know what that feels like.
Right? And Papali'i's about 110. Easy. Fucking straight out. Wrong tackle tech, bang, straight. And that's 15 minutes for you being on the sideline. It's like it's a big thing if you can knock someone out.
Yeah.
Like that, or HIAM and stuff like that.
See, I agree. The knockout is
not knockout, but it's like you're fucking going off. You're not out cold, but you're going off.
I obviously feel for Isaiah Papali'i.
Same.
And
but he went to fucking try and get him.
Yep, you try to go after the big dog. The mentality of what you were saying with the first part, I thought that was crucial to the mindset. Set the standard.
Yeah, and everyone goes, okay, because I know what Leota's like, and Taumalolo knows what Leota's like. But he don't say shit, Taumalolo. He just does
Neither
shit.
does Moses, though.
Yeah, neither does, but you can see it in the body language. I can see it. I'm like, he's going to fucking try and kill someone. I'm like, who's going to get the ball to settle the big man down, right? Usually, and I know that because I play with a guy called Marco Mealy, who'd be like that. He'd go, give me the ball, so I'll fucking run straight at Adrian Morley, right, to settle this shit down.
I love it.
You know
I'll sit on
I mean?
the couch and I'll
be like, I'll fucking take the next one.
You know
what I mean? Like, because it's already settled down. Because Ogle was one of those dudes. He knew the energy, what energy and what level you need to get over the top of other people. And we both fucking lean on each other, right? And he's like, and I saw that. I was like, because I saw Leota, I saw it all. I was like, fuck, he's going to try and kill someone. One of these young kids, McKaylee, was going to get it. He was going to get it. Nanai was just in the way of the slap, but McKaylee was yahooing and everything. And Nanai stood his ground, but he would have been filthy of McKaylee more than Nanai. I don't know, because I just saw it.
That's how I read it.
That's how I read it. I know he was looking for McKaylee. Where the fuck is he coming off an inside ball? Because he was going to get both barrels.
I was watching Moses, and I was even scared to take the hit up. And I was thinking, I'm not even playing. Why am I scared to take the hit up?
Run it the other way. Go the other way. Because I saw it. Because when someone gets on, when the big boy gets on his fucking hands, on his knees and ready for line speed,
his shoulders.
He's
always hunched up, but his shoulders just.
He was ready. But he was in a power position to spring. Right.
He wanted it.
He was in it, and I was just like, it's going to be good. And then I love that. But mad respect after the game. They all sat there. You know, it was so good to see, Taumalolo getting put up in the fucking lights, man. I rate that guy is easy top 5 forward of all time.
Can I give the Panthers a shout out too, Mace?
Yeah.
I thought of absolute class from Isaiah Yeo, Nath, and the Panthers players. They allowed the Cowboys to celebrate Jace, get around him, embrace him. Yeah. It was a difficult loss for them.
Classy.
And Isaiah Yeo stood at the front of it and just waited for them to celebrate.
Classy.
He's just a class act.
That's what
they're a classy franchise.
That franchise is class.
Yeah.
It's all class personified. It comes from the top all the way to the bottom. But Taumalolo, where do you rank him in
best
forwards?
Ever? Forwards.
Forwards in the last
in my generation,
25 years.
Say NRL era.
Top three.
Top 3 definitely. I'm just trying to figure out the top 1 and 2.
Sammy Burgess. I like Sammy the way he played.
Oh, I got a shitload of respect for Sammy. But for me and Sonny, guys like that, you put Sonny in those
change the game, Sonny.
Just the longevity of Jace, man.
Yeah,
and people doubting him for those 2 years. Yeah, and then as you know, Mace, we've been saying this for the last couple of years. People haven't been watching the Cowboys close enough. His stints, because he's no longer a 70 to 80 minute player, he was going 25 on, 25 off, sort of back on. His quality for the last 2 or 3 years has been at this level.
Yeah.
And he sort of got it back with cleaning out his knee.
I'd nearly put him at 1. I reckon
there's an argument for it.
There's an argument for him being the best forward of the NRL era.
Yeah.
Just and
Payne's getting to that.
Payne's getting to that level, Payne is going to get to that level by the time it's all said and done. He's going to get up to, depends what happens with his contract after South. But, the longevity, the amount of minutes he's played, what he's done for the game, the humbleness, the way he's done it is classy.
Yeah.
He's and for one club as well. Grand final here. What he's done for the Islands is massive in my books as well.
Yeah.
What he's done,
that's even bigger.
That's why the royal family flew over to watch his game. So I can't speak highly enough of that young man. And well done on 300 games. Well deserved.
Panthers, Ivan Cleary, 90 seconds. I think we discussed this early on. 90 seconds in totality. Nathan would have spoke for about 80 seconds. This is the first time I've ever seen Nath feel a little bit awkward and oppressive with Ivan because of their relationship, father and son. He can be a little bit edgy, a little bit prickly at times, Ivan, on occasion. And Nath sort of just smirks sometimes when he's having these little jabs. Yeah. Even this time, it was like Nath was sort of like, Ivan was off it. Ivan was off it with the performance. So I don't know. Let's have a look. They're playing this week, the Rabbitohs on Friday. That'll be a good game. So Dylan Edwards will still be in the team.
So there's some good games, man. I mean, that Sunday ticket was probably the lowest I've ever watched.
It was a tough Sunday ticket.
It was a tough Sunday ticket. I was driving down from Eagleton for Sunday ticket, and it was so.
Well, let's finish off Super Saturday then, without getting to the disappointment of Sunday ticket.
Nah, yeah, we won't.
The Seagulls 28 defeating the Storm 10. Hamoli took the game by the scruff of the neck in the first 15 minutes.
Sorry, can I just digress a little bit? I think it was back to the game of the Dolphins game. Was there an effort from Cobbo who ankle tapped someone? And Herbie. So back to her, because I was watching it with my little nephew. And I said, see the effort there? Yeah. Ankle tapped someone and then got back and then saved the fucking try.
Yep.
I said, that is why Herbie Farnworth is the best centre in the game. That effort. That's what I was trying to think. Was it Cobbo? Was it someone? I don't know. But it was Herbie. I was like, fuck yeah.
Ankle tap on Tamari Martin.
Yes.
Stumbled. He got up, passed it to Adam Pompey, and then he got up and made that tackle as well.
And I said, that is why.
Or Ali. It would have been right.
Someone. But he saved it. That was game on the line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's go back to the fucking Seagulls.
Big effort, eh?
Massive effort. That's
the storyline for the Dolphins and Warriors were try savers.
Yeah.
Tanner stole Smith in the sideline on Nicarima early on. Tamari Martin on selling Cobbo.
Would you be filthy if you were Cody and the big boy got you for pace, or was it just a good angle?
It was a good effort and good angle. No, you.
Yeah, he's over 10 metres. I think Cody's one of the quickest in the comp.
Yeah.
So big boy must have had a good angle. I'd love to see an Eagle cam.
It was an awesome effort.
Great effort.
Great game all around.
Love big
commentary, coverage, product. Started Super Saturday perfectly. All right, let's finish Super Saturday with the Seagulls 28 defeating the Storm 10. As I said, Hamoli took the game not only with the 2 tries, but off the kickoff, catches the ball straight into Paul Moses Leo. Again, talking about the Jeremiah Nanai. It can go wrong when you try to get a shot on a big boy like this. Here is my question.
What do you do?
Yeah, okay. Let's start off with that part of it. The technique side of things, it's very difficult with a guy like Hamolo who can late footwork, big body, can drop the shoulders. Nothing illegal about what Hamole did, but very difficult. Especially you almost just got to. You've got to take your licks and take the post contact meters. I think
you've got to have your tackle. What is it called? Fuck, we used to say like not tackle technique, but like you pick your tackle, like you
take your licks.
Yeah, like it's
to tackle awareness.
Awareness, yeah. Like it's what sort of technique do I need on this person, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm giving away 30 kilos, right? You're like, do I try and get in on him and hit the ball or hit his shoulder? You know what I mean? Or do I just sort of wear him down, just try and grab and
manage the
absorb?
Tackle. Manage it.
Yeah. Do you manage that
tackle?
The
contact.
Yeah. I don't try and hit Hamole if I've got 40 kilos less than him and him running and just trying to like fucking you put more hits on with the ball.
Remember when Colin knocked himself out a couple of years ago trying to get a shot on Jared?
Yeah.
Was it Jared or Lindsay Collins? It's one of
those two.
One of the two.
But like, it's just it's the detail. You're like, who am I dealing with here?
Too much can go wrong with the kickoff like that if you're not big enough.
Yeah. Like, hang on, who are we kicking it to? Oh fuck, I'm all like, I've got to manage this tackle. I've got to get in around the ball, right, or somewhere there.
A good 80% solid contact,
but not
get their arms in,
full tilt, mate,
and make sure people get legs.
You know, and if force on force fucking equals knockout, right? And I hate seeing that happen because it's just tackle tech. It's tackle tech, and it's just the picking of the tackle and picking of the human, right?
I was thinking about this after watching it. They're easy meters for Hamole. So, you know how we often talk about right back rolls not being able to get into the games for carries? Would it be worth telling the big fella, let's line up for a kickoff once a half?
Yeah.
That gets him 30 easy. You know, you often bring this up. You look at meters and go, he's a back row, so they're genuine meters because front rowers get 20, sometimes 25 meters of carry off a kickoff. Give him a kickoff. One, he can skittle. You don't want him knocking people out every sort of do, but
You do.
You sort of do.
On Wednesday, you do.
On Wednesday, you do. But you give him 20 metres. When you look at the stat sheet after a quiet half, if the ball hasn't got to him, he still might have accounted for 6 carries for 70 metres or whatever. So it's just, sometimes it's perception as well.
If sometimes with Hamole, right? I don't think you should just say with Origin, your front rows, you want that kickoff, right?
Yeah.
Payne Haas wants it. Fanul Blake wants it. Like Yowie wants it. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? You nearly argue who's going to get it. But if you're on the right side back, if you're the right side back row, you're on a 20-metre line, and just say Payne Haas is running it. I expect my right side back row to get around on that second or the third one, not sticking on the right side. You know what I mean? That's the way to get into the game early.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care. Just say a winger or someone wants to get the second one. Go on, give me a quick play the ball. And I'm on the third one, so I'm in the game straight away.
Okay, so I want to make this clear. Origin, I'm okay with it because you got enough options. You got Mitchie Barnett, Payne Haas, Adam Fanul Blake. Those guys can get the job done. I'm more talking about club level for Manly, for him getting in for a carry, right? For Manly. Because one, he can skittle the offensive line because there are more weaknesses in the defensive line.
I'm not kicking it to him if I'm playing against Manly.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So you halve the field. Guess who's on the other side?
Yeah, Paseka.
Big Mount Paseka. Yeah. That gives him it's lose-lose with those big boys, right? And I love that Fozzie that started Big Simmy. And I thought Nathan Brown had his best game for Manly in a long time on the weekend. And he gets a lot of praise for his toughness off. But as much as it's tough, like he gets licked so many times. So you take the ball away, put Nathan Brown on the side whenever he's on the field, or a guy like maybe Kobe Hetherington, or even Jakey whenever they're in front row. Put Big Molly up there for a kickoff and give him fucking 25, 30 metres to wind up into a defensive line. Yeah. Because he's damaging off 5 metres sometimes.
Like he doesn't need any run
Sometimes he gets it off Fogarty and he's only got 2 or 3 metres.
You don't need a run up.
Give Mole, give him Mole 25, 30 metres into a defensive line.
Well, sometimes the Mole's just give me the ball. I just want to run over someone.
Homole, this is not out of the realms of possibilities. Homole could go straight through the defensive line and run and score.
Yeah, that's so big. Like that's why I've got so many raps on that man, because his ceiling is massive. The talent that he's got, very unique, as Fozzie put it, right?
Yeah.
So you want him just to get the ball as many times as you can, because something's going to happen. Right? If he's getting 20 touches, 5 or 6 things are going to happen.
Yeah.
So, you got 2 tries early. Right, because he wanted the ball in those positions.
He just ran through him.
He just ran straight through him, right? Just runs in there he runs because he understands spatial awareness.
Yes.
He knows. It's like some people just like to run. I always say to young kids, run at spaces, not faces.
He's got nice subtle movements.
He's got great hips. He can move really good. Yeah. Like he's running at you, then he catches on the outside. Like he's got that really good knack of movement. So, yeah, I love watching him play late, and he's forced himself back into the State of Origin side, which is hard to do. Right? Like, you think once you get dropped, you're done. You're not coming back for game 3. But he's forced him. He's forced him to get him back in. And I want to see that.
I wrote this down as the game was unfolding before Luke Brooks went down. Feel for Luke Brooks. We're going to be
ACL, yeah. So
I loved the reps that Joey Walsh was getting in at 9. So with Wakeham out of this game, they played Joey Walsh in the 14. He's the long-term. He's got a different sort of swagger, it factor about him, Joey Walsh. But I thought finishing the season in the number 14 with Luke Brooks and Fogarty going into next year and then becoming a genuine competition and trying to take either of their spots would have served him well, because he's a bit of a prodigy. He's got a bit of swag about him. He would have understood. You can understand it when you're playing a team, but until you live it, until you go into the middle, Mason, you'll know this by playing middle at a high level and then also playing edge at a high level. I prided myself on looking after the middles as best I could because early on in my career, to play first grade, I was in the middle, so I know how difficult it is. Yeah. I understood it. I thought that was going to be really good for Walsh's development, because long term he's going to be the 7 or 6, depending on who his partner is. But I would love to have seen him get more reps in the 14. Just getting tackled, making tackles.
His defence was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got good enough technique. It sucks with young Brooks, not young. Brooks, fuck, he's tough. ACL, lasted till half time. How early did he do it?
I think he did it about I think he played about 5 to 10 minutes on it. So he had a couple more carries.
He just would have gone, oh, fuck, what's this? Tough. It sucks for him. He was having a decent year, man.
Yeah.
Having a good year.
Yeah.
But, geez, what a fucking backup.
Yeah.
To have a Joey Walsh in your, like, I looked at that and went, oh, wow, that's just without making a hard decision for Foz.
Yes.
Because Walsh was knocking on the door to go, oh, fucking start me soon. Something like that. I don't know. Like, it's an injury just makes things happen.
Yeah.
Naturally, right?
It goes. It's another big tick for Foz. All the chat at the start of the year was around Siebes not playing Joey Walsh, right? And then as soon as Foz comes in, he takes the cautious approach and only plays him when he needs to. Yeah. And not only does he do that, it feels as though Joey Walsh must have the utmost respect for him because he just re-signed at the start of the week too. So he's extended under Fozball till 2029, I believe.
He's got that X factor, man. He's got that he's got one of those, that skill set where it's like, fuck, like he made a line break. He just like put some decent hits on. Like he just did some shit. It's just like, you just come on. You don't play that many minutes. Like your line break assist, you know, like he just does some shit. There's football around him, mate. He's just a natural talent. And they need something like him to get to that next level.
Yeah.
And it sucks for Brooks, but it's a fucking bonus for Joey Walsh and the Eagles.
Yeah.
It's not a downgrade.
How long does that take to recover? Will be back for pre-season?
ACL?
No, it depends. He'd be heading to 30, wouldn't he, Brooksy?
Yeah. He'll be pushing for round 1
6
next
to
year.
9.
Yeah.
6 to 9.
Pushing
And
for
his
round 1.
contract's due at the end of that year. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah,
November 1 he becomes available. Yeah.
Timing sucks.
He's playing good, mate. Yeah, he was playing really good.
But he's a high level half, right? And in today's game, they're hard to come by. He could easily be.
He'll jag another good deal
for
somewhere.
fucking Perth or PNG.
Yeah.
Can I just
Him
speculate?
and Lou might be looking all right.
Can I throw a little speculation in there, a little short ball?
You want him with Mitchell?
Or do you think Mitchell would want him?
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, right now.
Yeah, you want to go Para? Yeah.
Not for next year. Maybe they consider.
Who knows?
Maybe they consider
If Joey Walsh has lives up to the raps on him, yeah, it's not good for Brooks.
They would need sufficient backup though. You need depth in this modern in the modern
There'll
day
be a young
competition.
kid coming through Reggies or something.
Yeah, well, they got that on Tony Large.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Belly, he didn't seem to. He was eerily calm in the presser after the game. Craig Bellamy. I thought my biggest takeaway is, I think he realised that the Melbourne Storm have been on a bit of a run to get themselves back in contention for the 8. This was maybe an outlier. All right, just understanding that pretty much everyone was off across the board.
Just Jerome Hughes been out.
They had a few injuries that happened that sort of threw already a tough season with injuries, just made it even more difficult. And I think I could tell by after just listening to him that he was like, all right, sweet. That's okay. Let's get through this. We've got the bye next week and we can refresh, restart and have another crack.
They got 3 buys, haven't they?
2 more buys.
So but this is their first one, another 2.
No, they've got 1 more after this one coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Storm, I don't think it'd be hard for him to make the 8, man. It'd be a big effort for what's been going on.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, look, I mean, fuck. It was stormy. It was a good effort, but the Eagles, you got to credit the Eagles. They fucking look good.
The Rabbitohs are the other team.
They look decent. The Eagles, they're nearly slightly pushing into the top 4 with me. They're at 5. They're at 5.
They're at 6
5 with me.
On the ladder, they're 6. Just
so in
behind.
my head, I'm going still Penrith, Warriors, Dolphins,
Chooks. You had last week.
Manly. There's my top 5.
Knights are above them on 2 points. One more.
Yeah, but not in my head.
They're looking a little bit wobbly, aren't they? The Knights.
Not in my optics. Just me looking at. I don't give a fuck about the points.
All right, let's go. The Raiders 24 defeating the Dragons 16. 2 favourable calls for the Raiders, but it is what it is. That's not their fault. 2 big changes that have happened in the last couple of weeks. Owen Paddy has been starting the last few weeks, and Ethan Strange back over to the left where he does his best work.
Yeah. The Raiders, I mean, have they left their run too late?
Yep.
Are they in the 7 from 8 they need? Is it the same boat as
Something
the
like
Bronx?
that. Doesn't matter.
Something
They're not going to get there.
ridiculous.
It's more building for next year. They need to figure out if Sanders is the guy to be with Strange. That's the big one.
I think he is.
So do I.
I've seen
think
enough.
I like him.
Like defensively, by the maturation process throughout the year, I see round 17 compared to round 1. A little timid kid. Now I'm seeing a bloke leading kick chases, fucking banging some guys. You know, like just he's all right.
Yeah.
I think he's all right. Like he's only going to get better. That's the thing. I'm not sure how big the ceiling is. I don't know. With Ethan Strange is a right side 5'8".
Well, Ricky's put it back on the left.
Yeah, but that's because it's panic stations. You think, you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's to what they've done is...
Can Sanders just roll around like that and leave Strange like it was last year and be fucking...
So the thought process behind it is because of the kicking plan, like wanting to have your left-footed kicker on the open side, right? And Sanders did enough throughout this game to, get to the middle and still dominate most of the kicking on the left-hand side of the field. So, yeah, they can get away with it. I also think Simi Sasangi's a huge in for him as well.
See him skin Val Holmes at an Ora game, right? He got him. But when he fucking just one-on-one, must be strong, man. Because Val's legs he wasn't tight enough, but like just that in a way, just to get him sitting on his heels a little bit, then bang. Then
he took the second carry of the game and poked his nose through for 15 metres.
He just has really good, spatial
strong.
awareness.
Yeah.
He knows how to get through these little holes, mate. Like he's just got really great late footwork. I don't know what position he is because he's a fucking classy centre. He's dusted up. He's taken names this year. He has, right? He's had a few little injuries. It's fucked him up, which sucks. But
I think he had soft tissue as well.
Soft tissue, yeah. All these little things. So he's probably getting used to the high speed runs out wide.
Yep.
Right? So he's been playing the back row, playing off the bench. Now he's had nearly half of pretty much a full year in first grade. Not even, it's still 10 games to go. But he's taken names. You got fucking Val slipping a couple of times, flick pass and shitty little fucking things. I feel for Dean Young. Like we saw him. I watched the press on the way in, and those, that Sasangi. How do you get that wrong when it goes up to the?
Yeah.
Was it just his interpretation? It sort of went back. It's
yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an argument for it to go back?
No.
That's where coaches lose their shit.
Yeah.
So you take 2 points. You take 12 points off that game. Flanagan's 2 intercepts. A couple of little things. If their halves fuck things up, man. Their forwards work so hard. Their forwards work hard, man.
Tamale, a tough situation for him. 30 minutes in, is it? I know Ricky cuddled him on the sideline and sat him down next to him, but any advice for a guy like Saveli Tamale going through something like this?
Well, he's copped that hit that he a couple of weeks ago when he slipped over and he just full hit his head, right? And that's it's like getting punched in the head, like a proper knockout. So he went off for that game.
He missed another
category
week after
one.
that.
So it's a category 1, right? Yep. So they've been looking after him. My advice would be, Nelly, you got to take your time. You got to sit at least 4 to 6 weeks out.
Oh wow!
And get your head right, because he had to go off again.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like it's still lingering. Like you got to go. I know he's probably passing all the protocols and everything like that, but like sometimes Ricky will probably take it out of his hands and just say, sit back for a good month. I reckon.
I think more so. Yeah, it's a great point around the injury, and that could be playing a part for sure. He's been getting targeted heavily in the last couple of weeks. Melbourne were going after him last week as well. It's a really important part of his career where it's a bit of a make and break for Savelio. When he gets the ball in his hands,
he's strong as fuck.
He can carry the ball for 200 metres, 10 tackle breaks.
Yep.
He's getting targeted, right? Once you put enough on film, then other teams start to come after you. He's got an opportunity to finish the season strong. He won't play first grade again. You can tell. This is twice now that Ricky's either pulled him during a game or dropped him. He had that other one in Perth where Ricky was talking to him on the sideline. So he's got to go back, work on his craft.
Yep.
And even when he works on his craft and finish strong in New South Wales Cup, they're still going to come after him next year because it's on the scouting report, right? It's on the tip sheet. It's about how you handle the adversity and I think he's got a great opportunity with a guy like Ricky who just needed to get him off. Ricky felt like it was the right decision because he's getting so heavily targeted. Now, poor old Tamale, as soon as he went off, they sort of controlled field possession, and Seb Chris didn't get a difficult contested catch the entire rest of the game.
No.
So Tamale would have been looking at that going, fuck, I wish I'd got the opportunity to finish the end of the game. But, yeah, it's one of those, young players go through a different...
Yeah, I just still think the head knocks rattling him. And just going up in the air and to have that confidence. Because I've seen him fucking jump way up in the air. Like last year, no doubt at all. Well, the year before his rookie season.
Last year was rookie season.
Yeah. So that year, just jump and bang, wasn't even concerned. When you start thinking about other things, right?
Yeah.
And legs slipping, can't control it, contested, could fall back, hit your head again. Like, I think that really rattled him.
Just a little element of doubt.
Yes. And then that's enough.
Yep.
So I think he just needs a bit of a rest. Just to rest up, just keep fucking working on your skills, non-stop. You just because you're having a rest, right? That's for your brain. Still do all the little things, right? Like just catching bombs, contested, all that sort of stuff. But at training, just lock in, just non-stop.
For the Dragon side of things, Hamish Stewart. I understand what Dean Young's doing. He's saying he's not doing it because these guys have been the best contributors for him in the forwards. The young forward pack have been good this year, and they're trying to get as many reps into these younger players as possible. But for the long-term benefit of the Dragons, I would be moving Hamish Stewart into the lock position. He definitely adds more creativity and has got he's probably closer to. He's not a Yowie, but he's more of a Lindsay Smith type.
Yeah,
he's got it in the bag where he can play that shape. And the Ryan Couchman, Toby Couchman, Pacific Tonga, all those players, they can still split 60 minutes between them and just share the workload for the front row. Because I would put Luch just back on the left edge. I know Luch is sort of fallen out of favour when those sorts of things happen, but I just think for the long-term approach with this young, there's not much really. The Dragons are getting tough to talk about every week because
it's just fucking hard.
It's the same old story for them, and then they're taking bad beats and they're trying hard.
It's that year for them. They're competing.
The halves aren't executing. They've just they're trying again. The halves, Kyle and Atkinson, are trying hard at points, but they're lacking the class and polish under dress.
Yeah, just kicking out
every week
when you need it not to. It's just
like last week, their kicking game was so good against the Knights. This week, it's so bad, and it's like you're trying to find rather than try to have that 10 out of 10 every week, which they're probably not capable of anyway. Just trying to find that 7 or 8.
Just give me 7s every week.
So
and even the repeat sets, just fucking going dead. That's 7 tackles set. That's
2 big ones.
It barely happens these days because kickers are fucking so good and they're very tentative on that. It'd have to be like a forward putting it through like fucking Kitione. Katonga, yeah. It's the only one. But when you're a half, you're putting it on a dime. You see Sam Walker barely misses that. DCE, all the good kickers, they barely miss it because they don't put that much heat on it.
Got to get it right. Got to get it right.
Anyway, Dragons are hard to talk to. Raiders fucking hard.
Knights versus Tigers, 12-6. This was another tough watch. The Knights, my 2 biggest takeaways from the Knights against both the Tigers and the Eels are...
They can win yuck.
Well, they've proven they can win yuck.
Yeah.
But what the reason they're getting involved in these sorts of games against teams that are down the bottom of the ladder is they're trying to win pretty. The person that stands out every time he plays for the Knights is Dylan Lucas because he hits a tough line. Everyone else, Mace, they're starting to remind me a little bit of when the Roosters had too many chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah. Ponga Brown.
And you would think with Dylan Brown, because he's trying to play the more traditional 7 role, it's like everyone's sort of just trying to play out the back. Even Bradman Bess and Gags want early ball. They're not executing with their shape. So they've got to get back to playing a little bit tougher, a little bit grittier.
Through the middle.
Go through the middle and earn the right like they were at the start of the year and then have the joy at the back end rather than trying to recreate that big performance that they had against the Dragons in Illawarra 2 months ago. And
that comes off every now and again when the defence allows you to do that.
Yeah.
Because your attack has got so many strings to it. Like you can attack in multiple ways, multiple facets. Like you got everything. Like if a team backs off, Ponga just does whatever he wants. Dylan Brown does what he wants. Sharp does what he wants. You know, you got Gags, Bradman, Best. Like look at the strike players that you have.
Yeah.
But you got to give what the defense does. And the conditions.
Yeah.
Terrible conditions, pissing down rain.
Kick
right?
the corners, win the
Kick
defense,
win
drop
it
play blunder.
And you know the best thing that happened is they won.
Yeah.
Right, because the Tigers had a bit of go in them.
They've won 3 of the sloppiest, the Dragons, Tigers, and Eels. Teams they were expected to beat. They haven't done it easy, but fuck it. They've won it.
And that's the only bonus when you're sitting there going, fuck yeah, we're coming, what, 5th or 6th?
Fourth, fifth.
We're winning, boys.
Yeah.
The Tigers had a crack. They had a red hot crack, right? So they were there and they still won.
Adam Dewey you can tell he's going to add a lot to them. They've got an important couple of weeks coming up too.
Yeah. So they're still, what are they on, 18 points?
They've got the Dragons this week.
So they're on 20. So they'll be on 20 next week.
Then they've got the Wars.
So stay on 20. So they've got a bit of it. They've got a bit of it, but they get the players back.
Yeah.
Dewey's a big part. He's massive. He's so fit. He's everywhere.
Alex Twal was named late scratching.
Yeah. So get the 12 back next week.
Yeah.
And then that should be their game. Like the litmus test again is the Warriors.
The Wars will determine whether they play finals
where it's
or not.
like, can we stick with the big boys, even if you get beat, right?
Yep.
Even if you, where's the plate over there?
Nah, at Campbelltown.
Yeah. So go fucking balls in with that one and see where we land.
Yeah.
I think that'll be an interesting game. So they've got a good month of footy coming up. It could set up a decent finish.
Yep.
Get through Origin. Once everyone gets through Origin, it's another game, isn't it?
Yep. The season restarts after Origin.
Restarts. Everyone just gets boring. We won't be getting fucking 3 billion clicks from fucking Origin streams.
Well, we can start again on Thursday when we're back for the preview. That's it. Sunday was a
Thank
bludger.
you, guys. Sorry, Knights, Tigers, Raiders, Dragons, but those games were fucked. Love yous.